We the best, no contest. We the best. There ain't no one like cause of you dumb or you crazy. There's no way, G. Me and my clique, we handling biz while you and your clique just act fugazi. You couldn't persuade me to give a damn, it just don't faze me. I got my Xbox, she can't play me. Money in a text box, I get paid. We the best. We the best, no contest. We the best. We the best, no contest. We the best. We the best. There ain't no rest. For the wicked, I'm bad and I'm blessed. Put it to the test. For the rest, there ain't no contest. So what's next? Got me leveling up, I'm obsessed. I bring the fire like I'm possessed. My personnel and my clique is the best. There ain't no contest. There ain't no one like cause of you dumb or you crazy. There's no way, G. Me and my clique, we handling biz while you and your clique just act fugazi. You couldn't persuade me to give a damn, it just don't faze me. I got my Xbox, she can't play me. Money in a text box, I get paid. We the best. We the best. We the best. No contest. My clique is the best. We the best. We the best. We the best. No contest. My clique is the best. We the best. We the best. We the best. No contest. My clique is the best. We the best. We the best. We the best. No contest. My clique is the best. We the best. We the best. No contest. We the best. No contest. We the best. We the best. No contest. We the best. We the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in esteemed company once again. Oh shit, you know what? I'm so sorry, chat. I've got Solid Rev's name as King David. I need to change that. But ladies and gentlemen,
Nice.
we are.
Very, very professional.
Bro, I had such a good intro planned for you.
Glad to see you were prepared.
I had a great intro planned for Solid Rev, the only man in these YouTube streets. But I fucked it up. Now it says King David. Solid Rev. Solidus. Revonius. It is a pleasure to be with you, sir, as I frantically change your name tag. How are you doing, man?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm much better now that you're here, man. And I'm really grateful that you've graced us with your presence, man. You're the OG in this space. And I know when I say that, it makes you probably think I'm old. But no, when I say you're the OG in this space, you are.
Definitely makes me sound old.
No, but not that much older than me. But you are, bro, you are the OG to me, man. You know, I keep telling tell Blaze this, that you are the first person and the only person I used to watch back with El Presador and you. El Presador that's how old my tastes go back. But do you remember El Presador? He's a legend.
Of course I remember him.
Oh man, only the OGs will remember El Presador, man. That guy was crazy. I wonder what he's doing now. That guy is either in jail or he's joined Hamas.
He's got a channel. It's called Quantrill Bishop.
What does he talk about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Fishing. He'll do just random reviews of like tools and stuff like that. He's pretty unhinged, but he's always been that way. So
that's how we like him, though. But I feel like, I keep telling this to Blaze. When the world needed you the most, Solid Rev, you receded into the shadows, bro. You're like Batman, but except he doesn't care about the duty he has to Gotham. What happened, bro? Come on, man.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You know in your heart exactly what I'm talking about.
Needed me the most,
bro. You know. Come on, look at the world, man.
I don't know what you mean.
Look at the world. Look, in a world today where you can get cancelled for making fun of someone whose head looks like it's been molested by some candy floss, you're telling me that your freaking banner is a picture of a freaking revolver, man. It's look. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the gaming landscape. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Everything is so soft. Everything is a little bit tinged with... I'm freaking pink. I'm pink right now. We need your help.
Yeah, you're using pink. So what are you talking about?
And I blame you for this. You're the man who used to spread truth with testosterone, and now you're just there. And we need you. We need you, because if you came out with authority and said, okay, you know what? That shit is too lame. This is what needs to happen. But something is holding you back. I know for a fact there is some extraneous force holding you back, because this is an environment where you should be thriving.
I don't know about that. Ask about the feedback.
Feedback. Do people? By the way, sorry.
Make sure nobody's getting any feedback.
Chat. Are you getting feedback from Rev? Are you hearing him back? His volume is low. Oh, okay, I'll pull him up. Is the volume better now? Can you say something, Rev?
Hello. Testing. Toast.
Toast.
That's from Mission Impossible.
All right. Oh yeah, toast. Go, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think the sound levels are good now. Sounds fine.
Okay, I just don't want you coming through my microphone.
I don't think,
because then I have to put headphones on.
Okay, I think if you're not getting chat, please. I'll keep an eye out on chat. Please let me know if you get some feedback. What's up, Iman? Yeah, just keep me updated, because Rev's had some mic issues, but it sounds fine to me. I'm not hearing any feedback. Rev, man.
That's good.
You've been through some shit, man. You scared me. Genuinely scared me. When you left a tweet, like video out, you were like ovulating like a bitch. Like, I'm gonna die. This is my last message.
I did not say that.
It was something like that. Come on, man.
Right. Yeah, I was being dramatic, but I didn't know he was gonna post it for the world to see. And he's like, dude, I'm posting this. And I said, all right, screw it. Tell the people I love them. I was just being dramatic.
Come on, man. This is when the hurricane was happening. Well, I don't know what it's called. What was the hurricane?
Yeah,
called?
at the time, I thought a Category 5 was going to run right over the top of us. And that's very bad news.
Yeah, Cat 5 hurricane smashing through your house.
Yeah.
Bro, so many thoughts went through my mind. Because to me, I was just like, there's no way. Like, Solid Rev is saying that it's serious. Like, you're not a bitch, bro. Like, literally, your middle name is Testosterone. I don't know if you're on testosterone pills or injection. You keep it up though.
Honestly, I have low testosterone. If you can believe that. I went to the doctor and I'm in the low 400s. I asked her for TRT and she told me no because I'm in the normal range. So I said, I'll just go to a TRT clinic. And she said, that'd be a very bad idea because I got high blood pressure and that will only raise my blood pressure. So I haven't even bothered.
Don't look like you have low testosterone. Do you feel like you have low testosterone?
I definitely don't feel the same. Like when I work out, I'm not as strong. My gains aren't as good. So yeah, it's, it just comes with the territory being old or getting old.
We both are. But
if I were to get on TRT, like I'm 255 with just boxers on. So if I got on TRT and I was able to raise my levels to over 900, dude, I'd be 275 in a month. Guaranteed.
I'm literally doing the conversion because you bloody Americans with your pounds. I'm trying to figure out 255 LBBS in kg. What is that? LBS to kg. Why is my freaking browser not there? It is. You're 115 kg. You're 255 now.
255 now, yeah.
You've got pretty low fat. So that's
I'm 6'6", guys. I'm tall. That's why I weigh so much. Yeah.
Oh shit, you are tall. How tall is Blaze, man? Because
Blaze is, I think, 5'11".
Bro, he's taller than me. I'm 5'8", man. I'm a freaking midget.
Yeah, you look like a little midget next to me.
And Blaze would be like a Russian doll. That's so weird because in my head I've got that image of him sitting next to you in that couch when he came to see you, and he looks like a tiny little midget next to you, bro. Yeah.
He was tiny, but he was a little soggy around the midsection. I wasn't expecting that. It's crazy what YouTube hides,
bro.
First thing I noticed when he walked in was his stomach. I said, Blaze, I had no idea you were so fat. He's like, whoa, come on, man, give me a break. It was actually funny,
bro. It's very different actually when you meet people that I've known Colt for years, and I met him this year. I'm like, bro, I thought you were tall as hell. You're basically the same height as me, a little bit taller, but the same height as me, and we were both really fat. I got back to the gym now, guys, so I still remember your comment.
Colt's a tiny little guy too.
Yeah, he's same height as me. You wouldn't think it, right? You think he's tall.
Yeah, he looks thin too. What's he weigh? About $150?
I don't know what that means, but he was fat, but he's lost a lot of weight. He's not that fat anymore. He's actually, both of us. I've made some gains. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna do a little reveal because I still remember your comment from 2-3 years ago. You're like, Gaz, you had muscle before. Now you're a fat piece of shit, which I was. That was post COVID. I looked at that video of mine. I looked like a pregnant man, but bro. We're all small compared to Little Rev. That picture you shared this week, he's putting you to shame, bro. He's
looking good. He's looking good. He's only 170 though. He's just super lean. But he's only 6 foot, and that's with shoes on.
He's only 6 foot. This piece of shit. He's only, yeah. Bro, for me, that's a lot. So Little Rev is gonna make me look like an even tinier person. That's crazy. But where's Little Rev, man?
He's off doing his thing.
Yeah. Is he? Well, after our last appearance on Blazer's show, like, did you confront him about him and his secret girlfriends? Remember that we were talking about? You said, "Oh, he would tell me. He would tell me." There he is.
Oh yeah, no. He doesn't hide shit from me.
Yo, what's up, little Rev? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Shit, man. Last time I spoke to you was 2 years ago, and you were so much shorter, bro. I know it's an old man thing to say, but damn, fucking hell, man. Do you even lift, bro? What's your max on chest? What do you lift on chest?
Believe it or not, I don't bench.
You don't bench.
You bench. He uses dumbbells.
What kind of
He uses
son have you
dumbbells, so
raised? This is a CrossFit.
He doesn't max out. We just use dumbbells. That's because our barbell got taken from us.
Come on, man. You're gonna say he does CrossFit next, man. Shit. Come on.
No. He definitely benches. He does it all. He just does it all with dumbbells.
Oh, that's still benching, bro. It was dumbbells.
Yeah, exactly. You don't max.
Yeah.
Is what you should say.
Oh,
You don't max out.
He
doesn't go with 1 rep max. The last time you had access to a barbell, I think you were 16 and you benched 205, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
205 at 16?
Yeah.
All right, I take it back, bro. Are you sure? That's
He'd
what
be able to do more than that now. I'm sure he could throw up 225 at least once.
Damn, Lil Rev. That's crazy. I did 200 basically. It was 90 kg, which is it's not bad for a fat little shit like me, right, Rev?
200? That's your max?
No, not max. That's not max.
Oh, that's what you work out with.
Yeah. So like 46.
Okay. Well, that's not bad for an old man.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I worked with a few years back. I took some young guys with me to the gym.
That sounds wrong.
And
okay.
they couldn't even put up 135.
Oh, really?
Like that almost sounds unrealistic to me. Like I almost wanted to say they were effing around, you know? I was like, guys, come on, get serious. They legit couldn't bench it. That's crazy to me because they were early 20s. Early 20s, you can't bench 135. You got a serious problem.
Were they like what? Really? Oh, obviously out of shape, but they look like they were.
No, they look decent. They weren't fat or nothing like that. They weren't skinny, just mediocre, average builds. You know.
Oh shit.
Couldn't even do 135.
That's mad. I'm getting back on it properly. I train my ass off, and I mean ass off at the gym. And I go to one of those gyms where everyone's on roids, so they've got the cameras out and they're always competing, and you know.
Ugh, yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying, bro. Trust me, it is. And I'm working. Me and my boy, we just train hard. And then you put that picture up of Rev, and I'm looking at him and like, I bet you don't even train half as hard as me. Like, what is his?
He's pretty intense. He's pretty intense.
Usual chest day. How many exercises would you do? You do flat bench, incline.
He does flat dumbbells, inclines, pull-ups.
Oh right, pull-ups as well on chest day.
Bent over rows. Butterflies. And 3 sets apiece for all of them, and that's pretty much his workout. But he's super intense, man.
Oh,
I give him credit for that. Super intense. Intensity is the key. His main problem is he doesn't eat. He won't eat, and I try to tell him, dude, you're not eating. He just can't get it through his head that he's got to eat.
Why just give him protein shakes or something, man, to get the protein up?
He's got them.
Okay, all right. Well, at least you're supplementing it out with some protein. That's fine as long as it's. But you got to eat, man. But if he's making those kind of gains already, damn. I'm getting back on it, man.
He's got good genetics, real good genetics.
Yeah, that's good, man. He's got it from you, bro. That's where he got it from. But shit, man. So you've survived the hurricane. You're here now. It doesn't get any better than this. We're talking about lifting weights with me, the random fat Pakistani guy in England. But let's talk about why you're here, man. Well, first of all, the reason you're here is because, bro, I've looked up to you for years, man. But at the same time, I mean what I said earlier, which you seem to be really confused about when I was talking about your content would be a breath of fresh air. When I talk about that, I talk about the current landscape, which afflicts a lot of mediums and a lot of discourse, where, you know, this week in gaming, we saw it, like this whole thing about games are being woke, and there's arguments on all kinds of the spectrum on this one. This week we saw Avowed art director come out. Did you see that shit?
No,
So
I know what you're talking about all the games being woke. Like, it's all over Twitter. Go ahead with your Avowed thing.
Well, on that general point of games being woke, I've talked about this with all manner of people. I've talked about it with David Jaffe. He's super left. He's got a trans kid and all of this. And
yeah, Jaffe's. I don't like him. I really don't. I listened to one video of him and that was it. I couldn't.
What was the video about?
I don't want. But see, that's the thing. That's the difference between me and other people. Once I don't like you, that's it. I don't watch you. Why would I watch your content if I don't like you? You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't understand people that watch content from people that they don't like. That makes no sense to me.
There be people watching me and clipping me right now, and they despise me. The reason why I get to, well, I don't watch that. I don't go out of my way. It will come up on Twitter. The clips will come out on Twitter. I'll listen to it. I'm like, this is dog shit. Or someone will say, Gaz, listen to this. And I'll basically recycle it for the source content. Just say, well, this is fucking... So, bro, there's a part of me that I listen to this shit. I don't seek it out. I listen to it. It comes out on my Twitter feed. And I can't ignore it. And I'm like, this is dumb, bro. Someone needs to put this prick in his place. So that's the element of that where I come, but I don't seek it. And I'm definitely not the whole cancel culture kind of thing either. So David Jaffe, you said you watched one video of his and you didn't like it. What was it about?
Yeah, I forget. I even forget. It was years ago. I forget what he was saying, but I could definitely tell that he had complete opposite views as me. And somebody just said if he didn't have a trans kid, he'd be against it, because it's interesting to me because he made the original God of War, right?
Yeah, you did.
Kratos is arguably the most masculine character in all of gaming. So, and David Jaffe, I remember a commercial he did way back in the day where he had a machine gun and he was shooting his gun and everything like that. You may remember that. It was a Twisted Metal advertisement.
Oh, Twisted Metal.
And now he just seems like a complete and total. It's probably because of his kid. It probably is because of his kid. And that would create a bias.
I think so. And we talked about this. And, you know, me and him had a back and forth where I would have said, you know, like I showed him a video where this guy, it's on Dr. Phil's show, and dad and his son comes in and he's transitioned and he's wearing a dress and and the dad breaks down and he's crying. And I'm telling Jaffe, he's lost his son. And Jaffe's like, he's not lost his son. He's a terrible dad for crying. I'm like, bro, that's not how it goes.
No.
God forbid that little Rev came in and said he wants to be a chick. What would you do?
Okay, so I may have talked about this before. So this is my thought process. So my dad is very conservative, Christian values. I grew up with it. Against being gay and everything like that. Okay. If I were gay, let's say I'm gay, okay? Someone's going to clip all this shit and make me look gay.
Why are you gay?
So let's say I am. I would never in a million years bring that to my father's doorstep. Do you know why? Because I love my father. And I would not disrespect him like that. See, the younger generation has this mindset that you need to accept. It's like, why not just respect his values and keep it out of his fucking face? How about that? Oh, if you love me, you'll accept. How about if you love him, you'll keep it out of his fucking face? How about that? Nobody, you have to accept my weirdo. You have to accept my perversion. Why? That doesn't make any sense. So the whole you have to accept me, I feel like is bullshit. I don't like any of that.
That's where I look. You can do whatever the hell you want in the privacy of your room, bro. If you want to smash the back doors and do it, bro. Like, even when game developers say, look, you don't like it, don't buy it. A lot of people go, wah, and they get pissed off about it. And my attitude is fair enough. I don't like that shit. I don't want that stuff in my games. And you've just told me, don't buy it. Fair enough. You made the game. You want to put that stuff in the game. That's on you. But that doesn't stop me from talking about it and saying it's shit. Like, and
I don't know. I feel like that's a little different. Okay, we're talking about family, asking a complete stranger to recognize your gender when it's not what you really are. I feel like that's just not fair. These expectations people have for other people to accept their bullshit is just ridiculous. Now, from a game developer standpoint, from a publisher standpoint, I want every single person to play my game. Why would I tell my audience don't like it, don't buy it? I feel like that's the wrong attitude to have.
To make money.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying I disagree, but if I'm trying to sell a product, I'm not going to tell my audience
because you don't want to lose money. Buy it. Because you don't
That's a very condescending way to talk to potential consumers. I want everybody to buy my game.
But that's a commercial consideration. You're going to be you're going to stop being condescending because you want people to buy your game. And that's when someone does say that, and so many people have done this. And I mean, there's so many instances where developers say, don't buy it, don't like it, right? And then they freaking cry about the inequity of game development and why no one bought their game. And that's where I have no tears for you. Like, bro, like, and there's this, idiom, go woke, go broke. And we're seeing so much of that. So many instances of, like, Suicide Squad. Like, okay, that may not be because they went woke, maybe, potentially, but so much of I think it's more for gameplay choice. It's always ultimately gameplay. Concord is a huge example. Big reason I think Concord failed, even though the gameplay was dry as hell as well, in my opinion. That's a big part of it. But people said it was solid, it ran fine or whatever. Yeah. But the character design was freaking lame. Yeah, these androgynous, weird-looking people. They have pronouns in the game for a robot or some shit. Yeah. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like,
so bad.
It's like, what?
Agree 100%.
I think it just feels like and that's the bit where, when you were saying, although this is in a different context about, your dad or whatever, but they're shoving it in your face and they're telling you are wrong for speaking out on it. And
bingo. Exactly.
So what do? Don't like it, don't buy it. Okay, don't talk about it and then accept it. And if you don't, you're a bigot. I'm like, we can't even have that conversation. Like, bro, why? Okay, and I know this is going to get clipped and this is going to be, but I don't rely on YouTube for my life so I can speak freely on these things. But why are we bending over backwards to cater for like a 0.1%? And I'm not saying it's like, okay, it's good intentions, whatnot, even though I disagree with, to me, there's only two genders and all of that. But if you want, in the West wants to collapse as a society, that's fine. And it wants to do that shit. But why is so heavy-handed in this? Where everything is trans this, pronouns this.
It's coming from the top. It's corporations. It's being pushed from the top.
Mm-hmm.
There's a massive push coming from the powers to be, and some people are just taking it and running with it. The basement dwellers are, they feel like they have a spot now, and everybody has to accept it. That's all I can think of. Listen, if I'm a developer, and I make a game, I'm not saying I'm not saying that everybody's going to buy it. I'm saying I don't want to alienate anybody, because I'm going to put some stuff in my game that's questionable already that people aren't going to like. Yeah. I think the best course of action for a developer, publisher, just don't address anything. Put your game out. And when everybody starts crying, there's no females in this game, there's no this in the game, there's no that, just shut your mouth and let the game speak for you.
Yeah,
that's the best course of action. You can't argue with these people. You just can't.
No, and to be honest, with you, there's a problem of extremes on both sides. So you've got
both sides, 100%.
Yeah, so you've got your, weird colored hair people on the ultra left that will just constantly cry victim and put the guilt trip on you and really lambast you for being so backwards and all of this and blah, blah, blah. Then on the far right, you've got the incels and a bunch of grifters like your Grums. You got that Ian Miles Chong guy. He's like in Malaysia. He looks like a freaking leper, man, and he's crying about the Fable character.
He'll make fun of the way people look. That's what's funny to me.
It's like, how can you make fun of me? Have you seen your face? How can you do that? Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, so
It has. And you can't trust any of them. You can't trust that. You can't trust the right or the left. You'll be listening to someone on the right, and they seem like they're spitting some good stuff, and then they try to sell you the worst, most bullshit product ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, that tells you everything you need to know right there. Why would you sell this worthless ass product to your people? Just make a t-shirt, for crying out loud. You know, tell them what it is. Don't act like this product works and does something when it doesn't. Yeah, the whole thing needs to be thrown away.
Bro, like, and I don't know how you do a hard reset on this stuff, but it's really just come to the point where it dominates the conversation so much. And I feel like, okay, you and I would say are quite conservative. When I say conservative, I would have thought myself middle of the road. But the more time I spend on the internet, I don't know if it's because it's American Twitter or whatnot, but apparently I'm conservative. And in many ways I am. I'm against abortions for the most part. I am religious, a Muslim, so you can guess my views on things like homosexuality and all that.
Are you a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
Oh, crap, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later. No, I'm just kidding.
You want that circumcision? I'm here, bro. No.
I feel like you've told me that before.
Yeah.
I just didn't remember.
I'm a Muslim, but may not be the shining example of one, but I'm trying.
I think it's just you. It's not even about being conservative or being a leftist. It's just try to be a decent person. That's it. How hard is it? Like, these guys on the right, they can be just as bad. Like, there's this girl that posted this picture, and one of these guys that's I forget his name. He said, "Get your fat ass in the gym," and it's like, dude, who just says that to somebody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why? A woman? Like, that's not how you talk to a female. Yes, these females have lost their way, but they've only lost their way because we lost ours. Women can't lose their way if the men didn't lose theirs a long time ago. It's all us.
That's deep.
We let it get like this, and this is the byproduct. So now it's time to pay the price.
Facts. That's so deep, bro. The women are the way they are because we men let them turn that.
We led them here. Exactly.
We have led them there. That's actually quite deep. I have to borrow that statement. But you know, like, yeah, you're right. Like, that's the thing. Like, so I'm looking at this Twitter discourse, and I'm like, bruh, like, I'm like in the middle of the road. Like, there's like a this tugging pull, and then you're in the middle of just like, this is just bullshit. I'm just watching a bunch of retards on both sides actually argue this point, and none of them have any real substantive value in this conversation because no one is actually willing to actually sit down and talk about it in earnest or discuss it.
Right, you're not changing anybody's minds. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It's pointless. It's like talking to a wall.
But now
it really is.
It is, but it's weaponized to the point where it forms the political landscape now. A lot of people look. With the whole like war and thing, I hated Biden, man, and Kamala Harris, that stupid whore. There's no way. I'm not American. I'm not gonna vote for. I don't have the right to vote for anyone there anyway. I know I was so vehemently opposed to Biden because he supported a genocide. That's what it is. There's no good. The idea that the West is the good guy, just chuck it down the toilet. Then you've got Kamala Harris there, yeah, with a nasally voice, you dumb bitch. You were talking about being morally self-righteous, and I've got all these people on Twitter, people that I know, people, my friends on Twitter, I consider friends now, piping up about the morality of things. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you didn't even say one thing. I've been on Twitter, friends, you didn't even open your mouth about this Gaza thing, and now you're trying to be a morally self-righteous, and some prick that who won't name is like talking about, oh, hey, Muslims, I hope you're happy now. Wait till what Trump does to you. I'm like, bitch, you didn't even say anything. Now you're using us as your freaking brownie point to see what Trump will do when the party that you were in joining in was committing a mass genocide. And then this is the kind of bullshit I see all the time. I was just like, there's so many fake pricks, but it's a political point scoring thing. And the gaming part of it is now weaponized into politics. This week, we had freaking Elon Musk, and to be honest, he's socially retarded as well, even though he's a genius in many ways. He is. We have Grums. Grums, I consider, is a grifting piece of shit. This guy who worked on World of Warcraft, then tried to make another game, which is Battleborn, and turned out to be shit. Spent $200 or $20 million, I don't know what, on this bang bus from Wish. Like, this is stupid. This fat piece of shit has been grifting so hard on this anti-woke stuff. Like, this is woke, this is woke, this is woke. Meanwhile...
Define grifting.
But this guy talks about anything that's woke, anything that claims to be woke, that he will blow it out of proportion. Like, this is... like here, I've got the tweet right here. So he goes, I'm drawing a line. And there's a point here. He says, pronouns promote the woke mind virus and gamers must send a clear message. Now, people will believe that, and people have a position on that. I don't think Grums believed that 1 second, because he falls right into the category of what you described. This guy, this ultra-conservative, really conscientious guy, has fleeced people out of, I don't know, 500,000 or something stupid on a Kickstarter project, where the project is just a glorified Unreal Engine tech demo, and he's spent 3 years grifting on Twitter instead of working on the game, while talking about how Starfield's menu is really bad and the physiology, I don't know what terminology was used, was really bad. I'm like, bitch, work on your game. You just fleeced 500,000 from people. You're sitting here day and night crying about things that are being woke. Bro, where's your priorities straight after your Battleborn fiasco and your £20 million like siphon out of that company? You thought you'd have better priorities than to cry about people and pronouns. So he's that. And then if you want to talk about it, and I'm against, like, why do we have these pronouns in these games? It annoys me. I roll my eyes when I see it. I'm like, okay. But then when you have the most prominent voices in the space talking about that shit being Grums, I'm like, bruh. Or Ian Miles Chong, that other ugly piece of shit who's living in Malaysia talking about American politics and like he's an American citizen and he's just there concerned, conservative. I'm like, bitch, you're in Malaysia. Shut your mouth. And so the frustration comes in, and then Elon Musk this week tweeted it out and said, this is a bit stupid, in my opinion. Grum says, so Avowed has pronouns in the game, but because there's pronouns in the game and people have had previews of it, the game devs didn't let you show off the early character creation because it would have showed the pronoun stuff. That's exactly why they stopped people from sharing that specific element of the game, because they knew they would get pushback on it, and they still persisted in pushing this in. And then Grums tweets out, I'm rejecting that any game that has pronouns in it. And I understand the position. I don't care if it's a good game. A message has to be sent, and I understand that. I have a friend of mine who's got the same stance on it. And then Elon Musk tweets it out, and he says, having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable. I would have thought fantasy video game is probably the only setting where it's acceptable because it's fantasy, bro. I don't want it in real life, but you can have it in your fantasy game. Doesn't make any sense. But then shit hit the fan, where the developer took it to another level, whereas the art director of Obsidian basically said this. Where's the tweet? He basically said, and this is a symptom of, I don't know, guilt or what it is. Where is it? Reminder. This is the art director of Obsidian, and he's not being fired or anything. I think there's a lot of pressure on him, but he said, reminder to black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice. My DMs are open, and you will always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods. It's like, bro, this is the white guy just saying, this is basically illegal. You can't do that, man.
You said you got too many crusty white people?
Yeah, he said that. They said that. He's the art director to this day at Obsidian. Okay. And he's
Yikes.
And his bio obviously has his pronouns in there. And I'm just like, and Josh Sawyer retweeted that as well. And I'm like, bruh, for wanting to strive to dispel racial inequality and racial tensions and all of this, and then you lead out with a tweet like that. What are you trying to do? I don't get it. Like, you're trying to suck off so bad or to overcompensate, and when someone does something like that, I feel like that guy, either he's a white guy, he must have done blackface or something in the past for him to twerk like this. So this set the thing on fire, and then Elon Musk retweeted out, and he was just like, this is illegal, Microsoft. He tagged Satya Nadella. Sort this out. Nothing will happen to him. So that's the face.
Yeah, I didn't hear about any of this.
It's pretty.
But I don't follow Avowed, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I follow Avowed because it's an Xbox game. It's not really something that's majorly on my radar. But you know, Colt Eastwood played it and whatnot. And there's other games that people are playing that I know of, and I feel like there's so much of this disingenuous chat about it. And part of me at once was thinking, well, you know what, this is general course correction, you know, because the way we would, you know, when we grew up, we were pretty shitty to, you know, people, minorities and gays and whatnot. You just call them well, you know, all the shit we can't say. That will get us cancelled, but YouTube will kill our channel if you even said it. But you know what I mean, like that kind of shit. And I thought, you know what, fine, let them do what they want. This is part of the course corrections. So I was saying to Jaffe that, you know, they're going to a little extreme, and then it'll find its way in the middle, where we'll say, okay, the pronoun stuff is a little bit too much. We'll respect your choice or whatever, but you don't want that shit in our games. But it's not happening. In fact, the game developers are going at it, but then you've got all this back and forth going on, and I'm just like, the question of this title is, are video games too woke now? And I want to get your view on it, because you also played Spider-Man 2, and you were waxing lyrical about that game. And that game...
I love Spider-Man 2. I thought it was a great game. But a lot of the stuff that the people said was woke, I didn't even know unless until I found out about it on Twitter.
What kind of stuff?
There's a side mission where you gotta like help a dude and his gay friend like with flowers or something like that. I could be wrong on the context. I never did that side mission. I didn't do the side missions. I did the main missions. I think I did one side mission that was like involved a dying old man. They said there was a gay flag. I never noticed that. I'm swinging, you know, I'm swinging through the cities. I didn't notice a gay flag. I'm not looking for it either. They said that the way Peter was acting with Mary Jane, the way he was acting like a little bitch. I got news for you. Most men are little females when it comes to their women nowadays. That's how men are. To me, it seemed realistic. Like that's how young dudes are with their females. They let them walk all over them. So that didn't seem woke to me. That just seemed like new age shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I expect that in a Spider-Man game. You know, he's a young kid. So I didn't look at that as woke. Them trying to replace him with Miles Morales. I mean, that's kind of up in the air. They made a Miles Morales game. They made a Spider-Man game. And they wrote Miles really well. I actually liked Miles in Spider-Man 2. I thought he was good. I just didn't see the wokeness. You know what I mean? How many games has Spider-Man gotten? I don't think it's a big deal that Miles takes over. You know, at least they didn't just switch it without any hint or preview or warning. You know what I mean? They've built him up at least. At least they did that.
So you've hit the nail on the head there. First of all, the narrative has to not suffer as a result of the pandering. And that's my primary concern in stuff like this. So with Suicide Squad, they turned Mr. Freeze to Mrs. Freeze for no reason. And she's a lesbian. Okay.
They did that with another character too. Another character is female in the alternate universe. I don't remember who.
And what end? Are you doing this to further and really enhance the storytelling? With Miles, I prefer Miles over Peter Parker. Anyways, 50 times more interesting to me, especially the animated series. That's the only real Spider-Man stuff I actually really enjoys, the Into the Spider-Verse stuff. But if the narrative of a game, I'm not that homophobic where it's like, if it's a story can justify, tell a compelling one. I'm sure The Last of Us 2, for instance, Ellie's bi or lesbian or something. I haven't played The Last of Us 2. I've actually boycotted that for different reasons. But if the story can handle it and tell it well, and I'm sure Neil Druckmann is a competent, very competent a proficient storyteller, he will do it justice. In that case, I don't care. But then you've got so many examples. You've got Saints Row, bro. They did a remake of Saints Row. Was it 2? Bro, Saints Row 2 was freaking amazing, man. Like back when
Saints Row 1 and 2 are the best Saints Row games easily, but 3 and 4 are ridiculous. Bro, 3 and 4 are trash games. I feel like they're stupid. They're super over the top, silly.
Bro,
you know, I just think the overall art style of this game was not what people wanted. You know what I mean? But you can go in there, you can make your character.
Yeah.
You can make your character any way you want.
But bro,
the storyline, yeah, it's trash. It plays it very safe, but I feel like every game's doing that now. Every game's playing it so safe. It's because they're too scared to offend anybody. They don't want to step on anybody's toes because everybody's a fucking crybaby now, and they're gonna cry and they're gonna hit you up on Twitter and they're gonna DM you and tell you all these terrible things and try to cancel you and this and that. So nobody wants to step on any toes. Nobody wants to offend anybody, and that's where we're at. And that's why you get shit storytelling. That's why you get shit stories in games. Period. And that's why shit's the way it is. Spider-Man 2 had awesome freaking gameplay. I don't even remember what the story was about. I do remember I liked Kraven. He was awesome. Mm-hmm. But Spider-Man 2 shined in the gameplay department. The story? I don't remember. I just played Mad Max. I just completed Mad Max, dude.
I'm going to play that.
Gut-wrenching story. The very end of that game, the fact that the developer had the balls to do something like this, you don't even see anything like this in movies. It's very, very rare.
Really?
That's got the Mad Max. That's got the saddest ending, I think, of any other video game I've ever played.
What? I've never heard this about Mad Max.
Yes, because people didn't beat it. Oh, it got too repetitive. Every game's repetitive.
Well, nowadays, those open world formulas are getting a little bit too much to me.
Yeah, man. Trash storytelling, and just keeping you in the game as long as they can so they can nickel and dime you. That's what video games are now.
Bro, that's exactly what it is.
And that's why I don't play them, guys. That's why I don't play nothing. Like you, where were you when we needed? What do you want me to talk about? You can't argue with these idiots.
That's a good point.
You can't argue with them. You can't change anything. As much as look at the landscape, and they're still pushing pronouns. They're still putting this bullshit into games. It's not going anywhere. Look at the majority of gamers. Look at what these people look like. I can tell a lot about a person just by looking at them. I can talk to them for 5 minutes. I can tell you what kind of person they are. You can't change this shit. It's going to have to change on its own. Yeah. And through the course of time, it will eventually swing back. But right now, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, when you look at the video documentaries of the developers making the game, and you look at the developers and you're like, yeah.
Look at the developers. What more do you need to know? This is who's making your game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it's true. And then people are going to claim this, you're such a short-sighted, like, blah, blah, blah. But it's the reality people are not going to face. When someone's like multicolored hair riding a tricycle in a fucking, with a bright rainbow shirt under a hallway, I'm like, right, okay, so this is your life. This is your statement that defines you. And the games are turning out the way they are. Then I miss the old fat nerds who really wanted to actually go out and make a difference and like make games now. And now, because it's a generational thing, the younger generations will just want to, or devs are chasing the Fortnite money or all of that. And
or they want to preach to you in some kind of way.
Exactly. And they're trying to tell you that kind of preachy story. And then good games like Calisto Protocol die and kill the studio that made it. And what can you do? And it's just like
so disappointing. You know what? And that's what drives me up the wall. Mad Max is an absolute hidden gem.
I'm gonna play that.
It really is. And the fact that game wasn't supported, like we're never going to see enhancements for the game. Do you know what a sequel could have been? Callisto Protocol. Oh, the dodge mechanics suck, so I didn't buy. Are you aware of what a sequel could have been like?
Oh, man.
Goodness. You know, work with them, support them. Days Gone 2, you know what that could have been, but nobody bought it. I buy games now just off the concept. If it has potential, I'm going to buy it because I want to see a sequel. Meanwhile, everybody's got their nose up in the air. Not buying it. But they'll spend thousands of dollars on Fortnite skins. You know, like, it makes no sense to me, dude.
it's killing the industry and all the whole game dev.
Hundreds of hours in a free-to-play piece of shit game that's garbage. But you can't support this game because the dodge mechanics sucked. It's crazy to me. And dudes I talk to, dudes that I like, oh, I'm not buying that game. The dodge mechanic sucks. It's like, dude, we're gonna keep getting trash because of this.
Bro, that was their first attempt at that brand new studio.
Their first attempt, and they put it out pretty fast after they opened up their studio.
And it was, bro.
Yeah, man. Now look at what they just put out, guys. Did you see? A 2D top-down game. It's like, man, see, this is what happens. This is what's going to continue to happen.
If you bear with the game, it becomes so good. I got so much pushback for saying that Calisto Protocol was an excellent game because all the complaints that you have when you play it. I was so pissed at the game at the start. I'm like, why am I getting hurt in encounters I could not avoid? So you open a locker and something's biting and you're wasting your health. Why am I being punished? Because I've been coddled by games so much that basically it was literally like I had a vag and I was crying at the first half of the game. And then I realized, well, hold on a minute. The devs designed it this way because you're in a brutal environment and sometimes life is unfair. So when, the stupid things that really annoyed me in the Calisto Protocol were the head that comes out of pod with a long neck across the freaking room comes and bites you and you have to...
That was irritating.
Yeah,
that was irritating.
That pissed me off. That really pissed me off.
Yeah.
And
I think that happens like 4 or 5 times in the game. Same with Days Gone. They had that stupid-ass sniper perch that would always shoot you off of your bike. Or the rope that would clothesline you as you drove by. It had several irritating elements. I still love the freaking game.
Bro, I felt the ending so mad, like going through that... The final boss, the guy who was talking.
Final boss sucked.
Yeah, final boss was scary. It's just annoying. Run and.
Calisto? That's what. Yeah. Oh God.
But then the story at the end.
The journey there was awesome.
Oh, the journey there was amazing.
Calisto Protocol was easy, man. What an easy game. I put it on the hardest difficulty and breezed through that game. And when I saw people having problems with it, I was like, my God, it's so simple.
It was. And you could build your build so you could be melee based, and at the end of it, you could be pretty proficient with the weapons if you leveled your tanks that way. So you could have lots of ammo, strong guns. I went melee because the melee was clearly designed for it. And when you smack something against the wall and the detail when they hit the wall and the blood just splatters around and then they fall down, it's so good. And at the end of it, the guy is telling the story why he's going ahead and making, like, purposely injecting. You think it's this crazy religion. And then I'm listening to him and I'm thinking, hold on a minute. He's making sense. He's like, even the story was amazing. He was like, as humanity, we have to reach the stars. We've hit a ceiling in our tech. And these creatures, if we can reconcile their fucked up way, we can evolve ourselves a certain way beyond that. And you could say, I could see a crazy mad scientist in this world doing that, or whole big pharma doing that easily to this day. They sold a story that was believable to me, and it was amazing. And the game just tanked. And developers now only have one chance, and that's it. And it's sink or swim.
Yeah, it's too risky.
And it's
look at what it did. Did you see their new game?
I haven't seen this 2D game.
Redacted is the name of it, and it's just like, wow, this is what's happened to them. This is where we're at, huh?
Redacted. I feel like
I still bought it. I'm never gonna play it. I just bought it because I just I got love for the studio.
Redacted.
But yeah, very disappointing.
Oh man, like
guys, what did I play this entire year? I beat Fear. I beat Fear.
3 gens old. But
I beat the DLC in Fear. I beat Mad Max. I put about 20 hours into Batman Arkham Knight. Fantastic game, by the way. Like what new have I played? Space Marine 2, Game of the Year.
That's
Boom.
my Game of the Year as well. Yeah.
Awesome game.
Amazing.
It's not even nominated.
It's not even nominated for Game of the Year. Balatro beat it. And DLC. Balatro I'm addicted to, but still, why not Space Marines 2? It's such a, and it's everything that we want.
It's such a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, but it's a breath of fresh air because it harkens back to games of old.
360 days.
Yeah, and it's just like unashamedly a great game with a great story, with a great cast, great visuals, great action, and it's just itself. It doesn't pretend to be something else. It doesn't try to pander to anyone. It's just itself. And that game opened me up to Warhammer. Let me quickly read these super chats. Daddy Passion Official with a $2 super chat goes, why are short people louder? Avoided, he's talking about Avowed, is cooked. Game on Daily went woke. Look what happened to it, says Daddy Passion Official. It didn't. Champagne Supernova, thank you for the 5. Make a great game first, then bend me over and gaslight me for being a bigot. Low-key disappointed in Red Dead when I couldn't identify as a hee-haw. Freaking Champagne, bro, what are you talking about? Champagne again with the freaking 10. I know you and Colin don't see eye to eye, but they tried to cancel him for a joke about peace and quiet a day without a woman. But then you ask the same people, what is a woman? And crickets. Bro, I don't like Colin Moriarty. I think he's a freaking genociding, excusing piece of shit. But at the same time, that thing that he did was so calm. I still find it hard to believe that it was on International Women's Day, and all he said was like a little joke. It was like, finally peace and quiet or something. Cancelled. I say cancelled. It didn't actually cancel him because that was his rise to fame, if you call it that. He went on Joe Rogan twice and he became what he is. Rambling Entertained with a 5. You can tell these mofos don't play the games when in New Vegas you could get fisted by a robot as a man, and in Outer Worlds play wingman to lesbians. What? Okay, I need to play Outer Worlds. I actually stopped that, but I'll check. Blaze with a 10. Rev the truth. See, Rev, you were saying, what would I talk about? What you would talk about are the things you're talking about now. It's not because you are in a shortage of things to say because there aren't the games that you like out there. It's because the reason when the world needs you the most is to hear what you want to say. So we can talk about these things to, bro, the whole point, like the best part of, what's the best part of being of life as a guy? It's just like chilling with your boys and having jokes, right? That to me is like the best part. Like you just chill with your boys, you talk shit. And if you did that and just made fun of this shit, and but you just discuss it so that people don't feel, I feel like the internet has ostracized people for having certain views. You'll have mass like pressure to prescribe to a certain view. And I can see it in my head, man. I can see you in my head talking about this shit, like Obsidian, like Avowed, like this guy, and then talking about how it's bullshit that the grifters are trying to make money off it. But the reality is what you say. I feel like it's poignant. Maybe there's a half-life on that kind of content, because how long can you talk about the same thing? But
Exactly. It'd be 1 or 2 videos, and then I wouldn't want to talk about it anymore. You know what the comments are gonna say? Dude, how old are you? You're crying about video games? That's what the comments are gonna say.
Bro, is that
I
what
already
you're
know
worried
the
about?
comments before I even make the video. I've been doing this so long, guys. I can see the comment section before the video is even made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, how old are you? No. Just,
Is that what you're worried about? Or is this so predictable?
It's not even that. One of my favorite things from back in the day about uploading a YouTube video was reading the comments.
Yeah.
Now when I upload, I'll look at the comments for the first hour. I don't click them again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lose all interest. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like it's not even fun anymore. So when I upload a video, it's just, will this get views? And that's the wrong mindset to have when it comes to making videos. So I used to enjoy making reviews. So now I'm going to put in all this work. Okay, we're talking 3-4 hours to make this review, and then it's not even going to make $30. It's like, it's not worth my time. It's a waste of my time. I can't even enjoy the comment section. You know what I mean? But you know what? That's not entirely true, because I have an awesome community. My YouTube channel, I actually get very good comments. But I think it's because I upload so rarely.
Yeah.
I think if I started uploading more frequently, I'd get more people. And as human beings, we tend to focus a lot more on the negative than we do the positive.
100%.
You know what I mean? So that's all I'm going to see is the negative shit.
Yeah. No. Honestly, we had a game dev here a couple of times. Thomas Salo, who made the Falconeer, and he was saying that when his game launched, he showered in praise by so many people, but it was the handful of negative comments. That's all he remembers, because that shit sticks. The praise just washes over like water on laminate, but the shit that sticks, and it just stays with you. For me, with my YouTube,
and as you get older, your time gets a lot more valuable. So, and that's pretty much where YouTube's at for me. So my last couple videos were on the PS5 Pro, and it's like, this is a simple sit in the chair, run my mouth for 10 minutes, upload the video. It's going to get decent views. A game review, that's a lot of work for no compensation. It's just pointless for me to do.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at on YouTube. People, why don't you upload more? I'm gonna get 5-6K views. I'm gonna make $10 on a video. It's just not. It's counterproductive. It kind of feels like a waste of my time. And some people might think that that's spoiled and that's shitty. You have an audience and this and that. I hear you. But you also got to look at it from my point of view. I've been doing this shit 15 plus years.
Yeah, man. Bro, of course we can.
It's a long time, man. Blaze is burnt out on uploading regular videos. He ain't been doing it a quarter of the time as me.
See, I haven't made a video in a month. I'm gonna rejig my content, but the content I make is mostly comedy. I want to make people laugh and make people happy with some of the best comment for me are the ones where I still remember them. It was like, I was having such a shitty day, and you really just, because people go through all kinds of shit, man. Like, you realize how big your reach is, and the moment I see someone say, guys, I've had comments like people DM'd me, guys, I was like suffering from depression, or some guy who's lost both of his legs and he's in freaking hospital. You don't realize some of the shit people go through. And I said, guys, you literally made me laugh for the first time in weeks. And you get a little bit teary-eyed.
That's the ones that are actually telling the truth, though. Exactly. I'm sure you got some storytellers in there. I remember. I remember I watched a video years back. Somebody made a video talking shit on me. If somebody makes a video talking shit about me, I don't even watch anymore. But back in the day, I would look at them, and I remember going in the comment section, and it was people that were subscribed to me that I knew. That would be on my channel telling me how great I am and how awesome. Bro. In this video, they're agreeing, saying what a piece of shit I am.
Yep.
That was an eye-opener for me. I'm like, are you... And it wasn't one or two. It was multiple guys.
Bro,
I remember saying, this is crazy. That doesn't even make sense.
Bro, I had the exact same thing happen to me.
That's crazy.
Bro.
Like, what?
You realize how many snakes there are. Even in the comments, there's so many snakes.
So many snakes. Everybody's out for their own personal gain. If you have a following and somebody's hitting you up, they want something from you. Plain and simple.
Very rarely have I come across people that have reached out and they just want to give me something, and I just say no. The whole idea behind
very rare.
Very,
yes.
very, very,
self-absorbed,
very rare. I can count on my
self-righteous. That's the internet.
Bro, it's
self-absorbed and self-righteous. I think those are the best ways to describe the current landscape.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's like a symptom of the wider world at the moment, at least in the West. It's just horribly self-absorbed and just really just fake. They're so fake and they don't realize it because they prescribe to the same mindset of me. And you can't escape that. But the same thing that you talked about, I came across when I did my game on daily stuff in the Source videos. I was making fun of PlayStation guys a lot. People still don't understand the spirit of my content, which is fine because people all can't understand humor or the nature of satirical content. But then the same thing happened where I was critical of Xbox. I was taking the piss out of it. And the guys who were Xbox guys who I had on my show were really nice and were talking shit about me. And the same comments, the biggest supporters, the biggest super chatters were in their super chat telling everyone how much of a piece of shit I was for saying that Xbox is having a bad year and they suck. Bro, it was an eye-opener. And then what I did made a video making fun of them, putting their tweets on the screen, like, you prick. That I don't need you guys in this space. I do this the way I want to do it. And I keep doing it. Like, in this channel, I've lost so many subs just being critical to Xbox. Even though on Twitter, I've got a whole cabal of PlayStation virgins weaponizing what I'm saying. And it's just like, you guys don't watch the content. It's just so much fakery.
Right. Yeah, and that's another funny thing to me is people will subscribe to you just off of one video thinking that you're like aligned with a console.
Yeah.
And then they see you on Twitter saying something bad about said console. Oh, I lost respect for you. It's like, what the fuck? You respected me off of the console that I played on?
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
so
Like,
many people like that.
My PS5 Pro video, I talked about most games I couldn't see a difference. It's minuscule. Most of the people are agreeing with me. Let me put that disclaimer out there. There's people saying that I'm lying, and it's just like, people, I'm too old to lie about fucking video games. Look at my channel and the frequency of my uploads.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What am I gonna lie about a console for? I wanted to like the Pro. I love new hardware. I love it. I was looking for I almost kept it just off the fact that Resident Evil 4 ran at 120 FPS. Almost kept it just for that. But I beat Resident Evil 4 3 times. How many more times can I beat the damn game? You know what I mean? And the PS5 Pro isn't going anywhere. I can get it later. I just paid $1,000 having a cracked tooth fixed. So I'm glad I took it back.
Bro, that you got Nick Marseille on Twitter messaged me. He goes, damn it, you're gonna have solid riv on about the PlayStation 5 Pro as I'm taking a break from all this bullshit. You bought the PS5 Pro, and I saw this whole fiasco play out, and I was loving it because just obviously gonna fit into the narrative that I'm pissing off. I love pissing off the fanboys on Twitter. That's like a little hobby. I take a shit while I'm at work. I'll drop some memes, piss people off, go back, and after a couple of hours, look at the comments, and they're crying. It's my sadistic pleasure.
Well, so you're still an Xbox guy, right?
Well, I'm always gonna vouch for the idea of what Xbox could have been, but I'm moving to PC. I'm like gonna be I was primarily PC last gen for the latter half of last gen, and I'm gonna move to PC. But
okay,
I like
Xbox. All right, continue.
I like Xbox games first party studios better, but I will always shit on the PlayStation guys. It's just something in the
Whoa! You like Xbox first party better than Sony's?
I like the roadmap of their games. The future roadmap is more brighter.
Give me some examples, please.
Fable.
Let's get into this.
Fable's gonna look really good. Doom is gonna be incredible. Like nothing on PlayStation.
Yeah. Isn't that? Can we even call Doom an Xbox game? I feel like that's cheating.
I mean,
that's cheating.
Why is that cheating?
That's not fair.
What?
That's not fair.
What do you mean? Because they bought it?
Because this IP's been around long before Microsoft had anything to do with it.
So what do I call
They're like, oh shit, these people are awesome. Let's buy them. That's cheating.
Well,
I don't feel like you can take credit for Doom.
Well, I'm not.
You can take credit for Halo. Halo is Xbox.
I like Halo as well. The PlayStation doesn't have any
first-person
shooters. Apart from
Halo
Marathon.
is good. Forza is Xbox.
Yeah.
You know that's an Xbox brand.
Yeah, but if Doom,
what else?
like,
Gears.
It's
Gears. Yes, that's Xbox. But I don't feel like it's fair to take credit for these Bethesda games.
I'm not even a huge, massive Bethesda fan, but Doom is Doom, man. But I don't know, where do you want me to slot Doom? If I can't put it on Xbox, where am I going to put it?
I just feel like Sony first party has better games. I feel like they have more immersive games. I feel like they have graphically superior games, and they're just overall higher quality. And that's not me trying to cater to anybody. I just genuinely believe this.
Sony's
like, there's no game on Xbox that hooked me like The Last of Us Part 1 did. That's anywhere near the quality of The Last of Us Part 1. Now, Forza, I feel like Forza Horizon 5 takes a steaming dump on Gran Turismo 7. Okay. I don't even think it's close.
Yeah. Well, the arcade race over there.
Especially when you want to talk about fun factor. But Days Gone, The Last of Us, God of War, Ragnarok, you know what I mean? I don't know. These games just have a higher level of quality, I feel. Whereas Xbox is more like arcadey. And look, Gears 5 was quality, but it wasn't Gears 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, it wasn't. No. Look, I'll give PlayStation its flowers all the time, but look, Ghost of Yotai, that did not.
Yeah, see, they lost me there. They lost me. I love Ghost of Tsushima.
I love Ghost of Tsushima, but Ghost of Yotai would look.
Why?
But it doesn't look that good to me. That's what.
I don't know what it looks like. I saw a 2-second trailer. They put the lead as a female. It's like PlayStation's goal now is to make every single character a female. I just don't understand.
Well, so is the Xbox actually. Xbox is
every single game. You gotta play as a woman. The woman I'll play as a woman here and there, but goddamn, every game.
But
can we chill?
The woman thing didn't bother me that much on Ghost of Yotai, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt in terms of story, because Sucker Punch, I feel like coming from Ghost of Tsushima, they just deserve the benefit of the doubt on the story front. But it may be a steaming hot pile of shit, just pandering for the sake of it. But let's see. The thing I didn't like about it, because you say one of the things is Sony's games look better, but Ghost of Yotai, and we've seen, obviously it has to come out, and then we can reserve final judgment for it, yeah? But Digital Foundry said the same thing I was saying. That game that you talked about, PlayStation games, look better. Ghost of Yotai is a current gen game. A generation later, it looks the same as the first game, man. Okay, hardly a generational jump from Ghost of Tsushima to me. You have more foliage, you have more...
Yeah, but was Forza Horizon 5 a generational leap over Forza Horizon 4? I don't think so. Was Halo 5 a generational leap over Halo 4?
Halo 5? Halo Infinite? Bro,
Halo Infinite, yeah.
Halo Infinite looked like ass. Bro, that was the problem.
I don't think it looks like ass. I just don't think it was a generational leap by any means.
It wasn't, and that was the problem. That was the biggest problem of that game. That they showed you the slip space engine. We've talked about this so much, but the slip space engine, and it looked like, bro, Halo 4 in many places looks better than Halo Infinite. That's crazy. That should never happen.
Halo 4 has better sound effects. Like, if you look at the visual fidelity in Horizon Forbidden West, dude, listen, I don't even like the game. The gameplay's good, okay? Aloy, I think, is a terribly boring character. I think she's poorly written. I think she's poorly voice acted. You know what? I probably shouldn't even say that. I guess for the writing, it fits. All the characters are extremely boring. They're playing it super safe. They don't want to push any boundaries. Okay, but the gameplay is good. But the graphical fidelity is insane.
It's just crazy.
Insane.
Guerrilla Games.
Like, I look at that on my OLED, and it's just like, how the fuck did they do this? It's masterful. It really is.
Guerrilla Games are incredible. They are.
If only they had a set of balls. You know what I mean? Imagine if they could make a game that actually told a good freaking story. Gosh damn.
That's why I've been saying...
They want to play it safe.
But PlayStation guys come at me, and I'm like, Guerrilla Games, if they just let them do Killzone just one more time. I really believe in them doing Killzone really well, but they won't have it. And the funny thing is, talking of Horizon, this week we saw a game that was one of the most egregious copycats I've ever seen. It was.
Are you talking about the PC game that looks like Horizon?
Yeah, Light of Motriam. Light of Motriam. This game, man, they copied the whole concept, bro. The robots, the red Indian type of whole aesthetic as well. They're so specific. And then you look at the trailer, and bro, obviously a lot of work went into this, but how can you put so much effort into something that is that much of a specific, like, copycat? Is insane.
Free to play. They're trying to capitalize on the success of Horizon.
But you know what?
I mean, look at all the people trying to copy Fortnite. Look at that new Dragon Age game that came out. Doesn't that look like Fortnite?
Bro, that Dragon Age game.
That game looks so
ridiculous.
awful. I can't believe people bought that. That looks so freaking awful. Have you seen some of the story bits in there? And people have uploaded, like, dude, and people are playing and defending it. It's so crazy to me.
Apparently,
that game should have bombed
is good,
immediately. Immediately, it should have bombed.
Bro, the dialogue in that game looks so ridiculous. I feel like sometimes
So ridiculous.
Fake. And
that new Star Wars game, get that shit out of here. And Blaze bought it. So Blaze is part of the problem.
Blaze.
He really is.
Blaze
Trash.
is dumb.
Absolute trash. That should have bombed. Actually, I think it did bomb.
It did. My friend worked on that game. And bro, if I wanted to, I could set the internet on fire based on what my friend works at Ubisoft. He worked on Outlaws and he works on Assassin's Creed, the new one, whatever the Assassin's Creed is called. And the shit he was telling me was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous about how much the pandering is in their mandate. The emails that they get in turn. I'm not bullshitting you, man. You know what? I don't want to call him. He'll lose his job. But he is pretty senior as well. The shit he was telling me was ridiculous. For Star Wars Outlaws was ridiculous. And he really wanted to work on it because it was Star Wars, right? It was a dream come true. And he was so disappointed when he saw the game, and because he has a specific role in there. And it was so much. People think that a lot that it was grifting with all this bullshit about the mandates and whatnot. But I'm telling you, it comes from up top, like you said. The mandate comes from up top, like you said. Like, who are the owners that you have to put this shit in the game? We've seen it so much. We had Microsoft come out with a list of things where they said you can't make women look overly sexualized with curvaceous.
That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Listen, I bought Stellar Blade. You know how much time I put into Stellar Blade?
How much? 0
seconds. Okay. I bought that game for $70 because of the way they made their character look. That's the only. I supported the developer just off that alone.
That's crazy. That's crazy that it has to come to that.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that something?
That's crazy that you put something just to make a mark of, like, let's support someone who actually has
you can't sexualize. We're men. Patrice O'Neill said, "Working with women in the workplace is like a bear working with trout." That is, dude, it's gospel. We're men. We're attracted to women. Don't sexual. It's how we're made. You know what I mean? Now, you can be respectful about it. You don't got to be disrespectful, but it is how we are made. You are asking us to go against how we have been created. Get the F out of here with it, dude. I'm so sick of it.
Do you know what it is? I think what it is you've got, and this is going to be horrible, and I'm going to regret saying this, but this is my honest opinion. You may have this, like, nerdy, whatever. I'm pretty nerdy, so before... This is like, whatever. Disclaimers galore. You got some fat nerd. Maybe his wife isn't the most attractive looking woman. Like, traditionally, the idea of attraction based on whatever. And they get this pressure. Maybe the wives are like, why are your tits so big? Why do you make it so big? Put them down. Make it a little bit.
Yeah, because they're insecure about it.
Insecure, right? Exactly.
They're insecure. Yeah.
So that's got to be it, where you got a bunch of ugly women just go in there with their husbands or all the developers themselves, and they're like, let's just make, because there's such a, it feels like you're shamed to say, I'm sorry, Ana de Armas is the kind of character I want to look at when I play a game.
But if you're an ugly ass female, don't you want to play as a chick that looks good? Why would you want to be your ugly self in a game? That doesn't make sense. It's like guys like to play as masculine dudes with builds, right? Like Marcus Phoenix. The majority of gamers ain't built like Marcus Phoenix. They're built like fucking melted candles.
Yeah.
But yet they love playing as Marcus Phoenix. That doesn't make sense to me. If I'm ugly, I at least want to be good looking in a game. That's
true. I feel like women are a little bit slightly more different creatures in that sense, because they're quite, the insecurities.
Don't even get me started on that one. Don't even get me started on that one. My goodness.
Well, they are though. So like, maybe they take comfort in.
And are most dudes that you know of today? Are most dudes? Well, you know what? What'd you say you are? Pakistani?
Yeah.
I don't know if it applies, but most white dudes that I know are ran by their females.
We get simps all over the place.
They call them the boss. I gotta ask the boss, if you call your woman the boss, you've already lost. Okay?
That is actually...
You lost the game. Okay?
I know a few guys like that, and
I know more than a few.
Most of them are white. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, it's a white disease, I'm telling you. Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't fly. That doesn't fly away with us, and we're happy for. And they are happier for it, man. Like, look, what do you want me to say? Like, there are certain roles, gender roles that we employ, bro. It's not easy either. Look, I come from an old Baloch, basically, which is like a province in Pakistan. Bro, the women aren't even put in the wills. Like, you don't even, which is un-Islamic, actually, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. It's bad. That's bad. I'm a bit of an extreme in that sense. When it's Islamically wrong, like, because there's a lot of
they definitely should be included in the will.
Yeah, but in my
don't they look at women as like not even like
but they're not saying.
Don't they look at them as like second-class citizens over there?
That's not true. Well, actually, culturally,
dude, they're not even in the will.
No. Culturally, people do. In the Islamic nations, that's a misnomer. That the women actually are the power brokers in that scenario, but it comes through mutual respect. There's no thing like, I'm gonna ask my wife if it's okay, bro. If you said that in like, I'm gonna ask my wife if it's okay, you would get fucking aborted by the other guys, man. It's like, are you are you a bitch? What are you talking about? That would never happen. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that women are second class. The women get so much respect because of their, bro. It's ridiculous. Like, over a period of time, as in a relationship, the guy has a provider role. You provide for your family. You break your back. There is no. So Islamically, the woman can work, can get their job. It's not like the Taliban in Afghanistan where they don't let them work, which is completely un-Islamic. But the woman can spend 100% of what she earns on herself. She can spend 100% of what she earns on herself. The guy cannot do that. You cannot do that as a man. You have to, no ifs, no buts, provide for the family. Doesn't matter what it costs. So,
I agree.
And that's basically Islamic doctrine. Now, I come from a subculture of, it's not a religious thing, it's an area thing, because a nomadic tribe of where I come from, where it's like, so when you say to me like the woman's the boss, and my missus Arab, not even from the same tribe, so it's a very different dynamic. We are normal westernized as well in that sense, but there's none of that bullshit where it'll be mutual respect. But I'm not gonna be like where do you think you're going? If someone said that to me, I'm like, what the fuck do you think you are, man? Like, you cannot say that to me, man. Like, but I'm not a prick either. I'm not gonna take the piss. But that comes with mutual respect. But yeah, I feel like
mutual respect is good. Yeah, like you're going somewhere, you don't ask. You just inform the individual where you're going.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not. Can I go there, bro? Even saying that makes me feel a little bit sick in my mouth. But yeah, when you said
or just legitimately scared, dude. I can't. My wife will kill me. Your wife will kill you? Like, dude.
Bro, like.
You know what I mean, dude? She's gonna make me sleep on the couch. Like, bro. What are you going through? You know?
I could joke about the missus like breaking my back for. Bro, I just came back from Budapest partying for a week. Like, I didn't say, can I go? I just said, I'm going, and I'm going on this date. I booked the ticket already. That was my case. And I went to a party where Peter Dinklage was there. He's a piece of shit, by the way. Do you know that? Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. That sounds familiar. Is that midget guy?
Yeah, it's him. Sorry, I did like this. So bad. I like Peter
what's wrong with him?
Bro, so we go to the party. So we're staying in the room right next to Peter Dinklage, by the way, because my friend is in like Brody House. They own basically house a lot of actors in Budapest. We didn't realize Peter Dinklage is staying in the other like suite next to us. It's like a apartment suite. So we're just going crazy, doing all kinds of shit. And we've got a balcony and there's a fireplace. We can see someone on the opposite side. We did not know it was Peter Dinklage. But we knew later on that someone told us that, hey, by the way, the Halloween party you're going to is super exclusive. There's going to be some... I don't even know if I'm going to announce it. It's the movie called The Wick. I don't even think it's been announced. My friend's kid is playing in it, and Peter Dinklage is in this movie. And he's next door. We're in the balcony bit, and we're just fucked. They're just making jokes about Peter Dinklage. My friend doesn't know him, and he keeps calling him different names. So bad. I shouldn't be saying this. He comes in because we've got this Halloween party. He's got a giant can of nitrous on his back. And he goes, yo, please hold the door. And he's got Peter Dinklage hold the door for him. This guy's, bro, I'm not saying he's small. Like, I know, like, midgets are small, but he's really, really small. And he's holding this door. This guy's straining to hold this heavy door as my mate's got a fat, gigantic can of nitrous oxide. And he's like... Bro, he dressed up as... Oh, man, it's so bad. He dressed up as Tyrone Biggums, which is a skit that Dave Chappelle plays off a crack addict. He's going as Tyrone Biggums to this Halloween party. He's holding the... He's got freaking Peter Dinklage holding the door. And he goes... And then the guy knows him because we've been talking shit about him for ages. We meet him at the party, and my friend goes to him, yo, it's Peter Dinklefairy. I'm like, what the fuck is Peter Dinklefairy? The guy looks at him pissed. My friend looks like Tyrone Biggums, he's spray painted the crack on his mouth and his nose, because that's, if you see Tyrone Biggums, he's the crack addict. And he goes, yo, it's Peter Dinklefairy. And Peter Dinklage just turns around, like, he's surrounded by women, like, they're super offended. It's just an exclusive party. And then later on, we're in the toilet. I called him a cunt. I was like, bro, just use the toilet, man. I'm like, don't worry about it. My friend is gone. You can use the toilet. And he looked at me. He just rolled his eyes. I'm like, stop being a cunt. Just use the toilet. But I did realize, if you look at the urinals, I don't know how he's going to use them anyway. Someone would have to lift him. Bro, there was nothing there.
Okay. That was a pretty long drawn out. I'm still waiting to hear. I'm still waiting to hear how he's a dick.
Bro, Peter,
because he rolled his eyes.
Actually, we were dicks to him. The reality is,
it sounds like y'all were the dicks.
we were dicks to him. We were dicks to him. My mate was a dick to him, but he was a dick because I said use the toilet, bro. No one's. I was completely sober. I was like, bro, just use the toilet. No one is here, and he's just like, oh, and he just went off. I'm like, I'm holding the toilet door for you. There's no one here. I've just left the toilet. He saw my face. I'm just use it, bro. I'm leaving. And he's like, oh. He's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, it makes him a dick. That makes him a dick.
I probably would have reacted the same way.
Come on, man. I didn't call him Peter Dinklefairy. My friend did.
Yeah, but you're associated with him. I bet you laughed.
I didn't.
But you guys were all laughing.
No.
You know what I mean? He doesn't know you, and you guys are laughing and clowning him?
No. I didn't laugh and clown. I pulled my friend because they turned around, and my friend didn't realize. I feel
like you laughed, guys. You're laughing telling the story. I feel like
bro,
you laughed.
I was laughing after the fact.
You saw a little person and you laughed. That's crazy.
I did not laugh at him.
That's crazy.
I still maintain he was the dick.
I feel you've been too hard on Mr. Dinklage.
Maybe because I didn't realize for a while that he was up in the room next to us, and we were making jokes about.
And you were probably being super fucking loud, and he was like, "What are these people doing?" Yeah.
And it's just my friend. He can't remember his name. He was calling him different versions of things all the time. So I kept telling him, "It's Peter Dinklage. It's Peter Dinklage," and he calls him Peter Dinklefairy. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I just pulled him away. I said sorry. I said sorry to the two chicks that were holding it, and him. He's a bit wasted. I'll take him away. That's how it was. I didn't laugh in his face. And obviously in the next room, I burst out laughing. I'm like, bro, after all the times I told you what his name is, you call him Peter Dinklefairy? And then I held the toilet for him, and then he rolled his eyes. And I'm like, but I still don't know how.
What a monster. I'm boycotting all his stuff from now on.
Okay, maybe there's some fault on both sides. Let me quickly read these super chats. Shout out to Indo426 for the SUK 20. Shout out to your first super chat. Shout out to Bicep Blaze in the chat. Blaze says return on investment. Rev, I don't know what.
Preach it, Blaze. Return on investment. Words to live by.
What's that in reference to?
It's something that my brother told me a little while back. He says return on investment. You got to make sure you're getting what you're putting in, basically. And just the older you get, the more return on investment becomes more and more important to you. Like a friend, if it goes for anything: games, movies, stuff you do, hobbies, friends. If you got that one friend and the only time he calls you is when he needs something, there's no return on investment there. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta cut ties. That's what he's talking about.
That's true.
If you're making YouTube content and it's not producing anything, stop making the YouTube content. Return on investment.
I'm the opposite. I knew the path that YouTube videos were making me money, but I stopped because I was like, is this forced? Doesn't seem like me.
Oh, I hate forced content. I hate it.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. Like, this is for me, you and Blaze, it's like a creative pursuit, and we just want to do something that we like. Well, by the way, you look like you're in a dungeon right now. It's getting dark where you are.
Yeah, the light was coming through the window and the sun's going down.
All right, fair enough. Maxwell Covado with a 5. The reason why Rev has a loyal fan base is because he's real. He resonates and connects to the 24 to 37-year-old demographic. Okay. That's true. I agree with him. I don't know about those age groups, but I imagine that's correct. 24 to 30, so the late 30s, yeah. Even higher, I would say. Quite a wider range. Maxwell Covado says, if Rev would put on the work on the channel and promote his vids, he would be as big as mainstream streamers. What do you say to that?
I doubt that. I'd burn it all down. I'd do something to shoot myself in the foot. I always do. I'm my own worst enemy. Always have been.
You'll say something that's inappropriate or something you say, you'll get canceled. Or...
Yeah, especially if I start to become reliant on the money. If I start to feel obligated to make content, yeah, no. Yeah, no good.
Okay. I'm the same as well. I think that's a saving grace for me where I'm not relying on it. Rev, what do you mean when you say quality? I don't know what that's referencing.
I think he's talking about the PlayStation exclusives, quality like gameplay and graphics. Just the way the game was made, level design, stuff like that.
I just feel like Ghost of Yotai fell flat on that front. Well, obviously I haven't played the game very early. But what we saw, like the visual front, so the games are visual masterpieces, and that's the only thing I said. It didn't look in terms of raw visual fidelity. I was surprised by it because I had a.
Yeah, I don't feel like they showed enough to even judge it. Honestly, that's just me.
No, okay, fair enough. I thought it had a decent amount of showing, but I'll reserve judgment for. They put their best foot forward in their showcases. If anything, things get downgraded. If the game is going to impress me visually, then it will have to have a sizable upgrade from what was shown before. So, hey, it could be the case that Ghost of Yotai does show better, and I'll find it. Yeah. But the PlayStation 5 Pro, Rev, that it seems like a lot of people are exaggerating how good it is. And it's quite funny that you actually went out of your way and bought it and then returned it because you were saying you can't really tell a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people in the comments were saying it's my TV. Oh, you got a shit TV. I have a 65-inch OLED. You know what I mean? It's an LG. It's a C2. It's a good-ass TV, man.
Yeah.
That's probably why I couldn't see a difference, honestly. And the games look so freaking phenomenal already. Like, I'm playing Mad Max on Xbox, 120 FPS. Thank you very much. And I think it's 1080p. Dude, it looks incredible on the big screen. It looks absolutely incredible.
Shit. Okay, I'm going to try that. I bought it on Steam.
Horizon Forbidden West on the OLED? Dude, insanity.
Yeah.
looks so good. I'm not saying there's not a difference. I'm switching inputs. I'm not looking at them side by side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a couple minute delay by the time I get the other game fired up. It's just like if it's different, I can't tell.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Even Digital Foundry said the same thing. Like they came out and they are the tech experts. And like a lot of people are like, oh, wow, it's transformative. And Digital Foundry guys who do the side by side said, well, they're not that much. And people are making.
It's almost like people. Are like if you told somebody, it's because they were told that it's better. And they spent $700 on it. They have to let everybody know.
Confirmation bias.
And I don't even understand.
It's confirmation bias. Yeah, like just to
I was looking for any reason to keep it, guys. Believe me. I'm like, and when I got it, I said, look, if this is good, all new games going forward will be bought on the PlayStation 5. In fact, I'm still keeping that in mind just in case the PS5 Pro does eventually start making big differences. Stellar Blade, I saw that with my own eyes. That was a big difference. Okay. That was a big difference. I fired up the intros on both of them. That was definitely that's your strongest contender from what I saw personally in your defense of the PS5 Pro.
Okay, and I think Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I don't have that game.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of those that really did well as well. And you will get the differences, but it's not. The truth is there's somewhere in the middle about this stuff.
Well, I told this story on Blazes Cast. I'll retell it here as quickly as I can. I brought my daughter in. She's 18 years old, okay? She plays nothing but Fortnite. She's got no console allegiance or anything. I got the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. Keep in mind, I got to switch inputs. I was on Horizon Forbidden West on the Pro. I said, okay, just kick back and just chill for a minute and watch me play. I play about 10, 15 minutes. Now I switch inputs. I said, now, she doesn't know the difference between these consoles. I said, one of these games, it's the same game, it's the same section. One of these games looks better than the other. Can you tell me which one? So I fired up on the base PS5. I start playing. I'm playing for about 2 minutes, and she goes, this one? I said, this one. This one looks better than the one that was just on? Are you sure? And she goes, I mean, I don't know. I can't tell.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, she's got no reason to lie about anything.
Yeah, of course she doesn't.
I just could not freaking tell, dude. I couldn't.
That's crazy. And this is what people argue to death over on the internet. And when the digital tech people is telling you that it's not that much, well, it says that we're arguing about all the wrong things in this space. Like, what happened to changes in AI, like improving AI in games? It's still shitty, same old last gen stuff. It's terrible. That's way better.
Does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. It's way better.
There you go. How's that?
You look like one of those.
I don't know why I need to be seen, but whatever.
Come on, man. You look like those victims when they're giving a testimony and there was just like a shadow. They're blocking them out. That's what you looked like earlier. But now I can see you. It's much better. But yeah,
I like that better. I'm gonna turn the light off.
Daddy Fashion with a 2. Since 2018, Soy went down. Xbox is better now. Sony went down. Xbox is better now. I will say, in terms of the visual front, I think Sony still has it by a degree. But then Hellblade 2, even though it's a very constrained game design, it's almost like basically a tech demo. It was the best looking thing I've seen on a console, just by far.
Hellblade 2 did look really, really good. Yeah. Gameplay, though, terrible.
Yeah, the gameplay, apart from the combat, which I really enjoyed, was just...
Really?
I really enjoyed the combat.
Oh, dude, that game's so boring. My goodness.
Did you like the first one? Did you like Senua Saga?
Nah, I lost interest.
Yeah, it's like an artsy kind of demo on like his very...
I don't know, I feel like if that game were on PlayStation, I think you'd slander it.
I really liked Hellblade. Bro, I liked Returnal. Returnal is one of my best games this gen. It's not on Xbox.
Really? That's surprising.
Returnal, yeah, man. Returnal's one of the best games this gen. By a mile. I love that game.
I can't agree with that.
I love that game. Returnal is
Very
just...
cheap. Very cheap.
Cheap?
Cheap game.
What do you mean cheap?
It's cheap.
In what sense? Like, it's...
They send you back to the beginning on death. It's called a rogue. I don't care what it's called. It's cheap. That's what it is.
So if you watch a movie like Edge of Tomorrow where Tom Cruise keeps dying, gets reset, you think that's cheap?
That's actually a very, very good movie. It really is. But this you're just wasting my time now. How about make your game good with checkpoints? Oh, you can't do that? That's right. That's because you don't know how to make a game.
That's not.
If Returnal was on Xbox, you PlayStation guys would slander it. Whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of this shit is fanboyism. A lot of it is.
Of course it is.
Now, you being an Xbox guy liking Returnal, I don't believe that's fanboy. That's surprising to me. Or you're just trying to find that one title to latch onto to make it show like you're not a fanboy. I don't know. It's up in the air. Can't really trust anybody. You know what I mean?
Go and search my Twitter feed on Returnal. I'm like, Game of the Year, all of this. I think Returnal's an incredible game.
If you can't make your game good without checkpoints, I just feel like that's cheap. That's lazy development.
So, have you played Hades?
No. No, they ain't talking about that top-down cartoon garbage. No, I'm good.
Bro, I just try it.
Just try
it. Just because it looks a certain way, you'll not even.
Good. Yeah, I need the art style. I need the art style to look good.
Bro, the voice acting is incredible in this. The story is incredible. It's a game I typically wouldn't play. I just had it on the Switch. I played it at 10 p.m. because I had a cracked Switch that my brother cracked, and I was like, let me try this.
It's not immersive. I need games to be immersive.
Bro, it will immerse.
That's like playing Pac-Man.
Just try. If I paid you, would you play that game?
I know what I like.
Yeah, but you don't even. You don't even know what it is. You just.
Okay, well then, guess what? You'll really like Striking Distance Studios' new game, Redacted, because it looks like the same exact thing, and it's a roguelike.
I have it playing there, and it doesn't look that bad to me.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 8K on the Pro.
Fuck the resolution. Who cares?
Did you buy the Pro?
No, I didn't buy the Pro.
Oh, okay.
I'm going PC. Very soon. Next month. But I feel like that's one of those games where if I sat you to play it, either you will enjoy it and you won't say it to me and admit it to me, but I think you're too
I'll always admit when I'm wrong. Always.
Then I feel like that's one of those games.
I promise you that wouldn't happen though.
So stubborn.
I have to be immersed. I have to like the gameplay. The gameplay's got to be satisfying. I can't play a top-down Micro Machine game. It doesn't look good to me. The combat is not satisfying. I've watched the review for it.
Bro, you have to feel it. When the combat is going crazy and you've got the right powers, bro, you feel so sick in this game. And the dopamine release, look, we are designed...
Don't you start back at the beginning?
What?
When you die?
That's part of the game.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh my god, I feel like I have to take you hostage.
How long would that game be if there were checkpoints? Answer the question. How long?
Bro,
there's checkpoints, generous checkpoints. How long would it be?
3 hours, 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah. You get my point here. How long will Returnal be if there were no checkpoints?
Same.
Or if there were checkpoints, how long would it be?
Around about the same. An hour.
3 hours. You see my point here? It's lazy development, and people defend it. That's what's crazy to me. It's laziness. Procedurally generated levels in Returnal. And this got a pass because it's a Sony title.
Bro, you are so wrong on this. I don't even know what to say to you.
I'm not. I'm 100%. I'm 100% right.
Let it be known.
It's the biggest waste of time. You're wasting my time. Imagine you get all this progress in a game, okay? And then you go back to the beginning because your save file was corrupted. Would you not bitch and cry? Would you not be pissed off? Well, just act like it's a roguelike and just beat it on your first try. That's nonsense.
You guys are getting ads in between the stream?
I saw that. That's effed up. I think you owe your viewers an apology, actually.
I didn't know.
I didn't want to call you out, but now that you said something, yes, that's terrible.
I didn't even know it did that. I'm YouTube Premium, so I never see the ads. But what?
That's terrible. You imagine doing a super chat and then you gotta watch an ad? I'd be pissed.
Bro, to be honest, I would be pissed as well. That's dumb, bro. I thought you set the ads after the stream, not during the live stream. Sorry, Danny Passion.
It's worse than you, Blaze.
If another ad interrupts me while I'm live streaming, I will.
I can't even comment on your channel because I'm not subscribed.
Yeah, I put that subscriber there because you got a bunch of army of trolls in there just wanking off to troll me.
But I thought you loved to get them riled up.
That's why force them to subscribe. It pisses them off even more. This is my home turf.
No, that's a good point.
Play my
I like that.
rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll sub you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Subscribed.
about. Wait, this whole time you weren't even. Oh, you're such a.
No,
Anyway.
I wasn't. Guys, I don't watch anybody.
I know. It's fine.
I don't watch any gamers anymore.
It's fine. A little bit of me died inside, but it's fine. Listen, you say I'm a Xbox guy. If I show you,
I was asking. I don't know. I don't. As I said before, I don't really watch your content. No offense.
If you watch the Xbox Losers Console, just try and watch that and see what I'm about.
Send me your best video, and I'll watch it and I'll rate it scale 1 to 10. And keep this in mind. I don't even like my own content. Okay, I will rewatch a video of mine and I cringe.
Same.
Bro, yeah, I can't take watching my own shit.
I've sent you one in your DMs when you have time on Twitter. Just watch it and be as brutally honest because I want to hear.
Oh, I will be.
Fine, I've sent it to you, and I'd love to get the feedback. I'd love to get the feedback. Subscriber mode is is to stop spam bots. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know. That degree doesn't get ads. Okay, I need to turn that off somehow on YouTube. I didn't mean to do that intentionally. I don't know why it's doing that on a live stream. That's ridiculous. That means some people will be further afield in the stream than other people. That's just dumb. What was I going to say? Right. Let me see if I've caught up with all the super chats. Yes. Huggy, I see you in the chat. Good to see you, man. Long time. Boba Fett. Right. I was going to say, one of the topics of this, I wanted to chat to you about it. I don't know if you give a shit. There's talk about Sony buying FromSoftware, basically Kodakawa that owns FromSoftware. So Sony would own the guys behind Elden Ring, Demon's Souls, and all the games that Blaze and I like. I wonder if do you like those games?
Well, it looks like I'm not the only one that doesn't watch the guy's content.
You don't like those games. I remember now. I watch your content. I watched all your videos.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, I like the concept of FromSoftware games. I think that their level design is almost unmatched. The art style is always freaking superb. The combat is decent. I think that they should have real-time damage at this point, seeing as how they're using all the same animations from the last however many games. So I don't think it's too much to ask to have real-time damage. You know, kind of like that one game, Atomic Heart. That's got real-time damage. That's very nice. But you're slashing the same boss 10,000 times before you kill him, and there's not even a cut on him. I feel like they need to fix that. I don't like how underpowered you are compared to the bosses, and I know that's what's great about the game. It's fine. I think FromSoftware games are good in every aspect except for how punishingly difficult they are. I don't got the time for it.
I remember now you fighting Margaret after like multiple hours.
Hours and hours and hours, yeah. And I finally beat him. And I wasn't satisfied afterwards. All it did was make me feel like a complete and total scrub. That's it. All it did was make me feel like you got no business playing this game. It took you this long to beat this boss. A capable gamer would have had that beaten hours earlier than I did. You know what I mean?
Is that what you felt?
It's just like, I'm not wasting time on your little boss puzzle game that you've designed just to mentally piss me off. I'm not doing that. And I'm definitely not paying you money. Didn't you buy Elden Ring? Yeah, you did. So you're a complete and total liar. Okay, I'm not paying them money anymore. How's that?
You're not gonna buy any more FromSoftware games?
No, I'm done with FromSoft.
Oh shit. That's
My time
crazy.
is too valuable.
FromSoftware, the goats. I'm
And not to mention, FromSoft is doing pretty freaking good. Everybody sucks them off, and I also feel that the reviewers for the game have no choice but to suck it off, because if they put out a bad review, all the people are going to say is how bad they suck.
Yep.
So now everybody is obligated to say how good FromSoftware games are. Do you see how it's quite brilliant what they've done.
That's actually a great. I've never seen it that way.
Yeah. We can't put out a bad review for the game. They'll say we suck. Let's suck it off like everybody else is doing. Yeah.
That's actually a great point, man. Although
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
Do you think that chat? Actually, let me ask chat, because my chat is very anti-journalist anyway. But this
Are they though? Are they?
What do you mean?
Are they really, guys?
They hate. Well, that's what they say. They say that they're anti. Do you think reviewers are pressurized? I don't know if this is even going to fit. Pressurized to review FromSoftware games. Well, they'll be accused of sucking. Well, that's the question. Can you understand the basic? I'm not going to read out. Do you think? Yes or no? Boom. Let's
what
see.
Are you doing? Are you typing something?
I've just created a poll on the stream. The chat.
Oh.
Do you think reviewers are pressurized to review FromSoftware games well?
Okay, guys. This is a question I asked Blaze. You tell me what you think about this.
Mm-hmm.
There's no internet. Mm-hmm. Okay? There's no review system. There's no nothing. There's video games. There's TV. There's no internet. There's no Twitter. There's no YouTube. Is FromSoft games still as popular as they are? I don't think so.
No. There'll be
I think at least half the people that play and praise, they wouldn't even waste their time with it.
I feel like
I think a lot of it's a dick sucking contest. I'm telling you.
I think it's. I
really do.
I think it's being.
I'm not saying that everybody that loves it is being false. I'm not saying that. I know for a fact Blaze loves Souls games. I don't doubt his love of the game. I've watched him play multiplayer. He's excellent at it. I know Blaze loves it. But I feel like a lot of people that do it are frauds.
I think so.
I really do.
I think it's less than half. I think it'd be a quarter. I think a lot of people get into this whole basically cock measuring contest with the.
Yeah, 100%. Because they're not good at anything else, so they got to brag about their gaming skills.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know what I mean? Oh, look how good I am at this game. Like, dude.
Bro, I streamed the games that I've streamed are just FromSoftware games, Sekiro and Elden Ring. And all you see me in these streams is get absolutely molested for hours on end. Hours on end. But I'm not streaming that game to show you my gaming skills, because then I failed profusely. But when you see me play that game, I'm talking about, holy shit, look at that level. Holy shit, do you see that building? Do you see the enemy design? I'm sucked into that world.
And that is all spectacular. I can't take nothing away from them, man. Like when you do a boss battle in the old God of War games, where the boss like swings so slow.
Yeah.
FromSoftware bosses are freaking phenomenal. There's no getting around it. That's what pisses me off so much about it. Is the potential. It's like this game, outside of the freaking enraging difficulty spikes, has me written all over it. And I can't play it because it's too. It's the same with Call of Duty, man. I don't have time or the energy to get pissed off at games anymore.
Bro.
I just don't. If I'm not enjoying myself, I don't want to play it.
No, absolutely. I'm the same, man. I won't play a game that I won't enjoy. Very rarely. Redfall. I got the review code for that game, and after all the hype and all of it, I played it for a few hours. Game was dog shit. I just refused to play that game, and I made the video. I said this game is ass.
I don't feel like it was dog shit, but it was definitely mediocre.
I think it's an insult to gamers. That's how bad I think it was. I looked at this whole game's design. I was like, nothing is loading. AI is dog shit. The story's dumb. The freaking textures are loading in the bloody PNG cutscenes. What is this absolute abortion of a game? How did you work on this and have the absolute audacity to release this? is actually atrocious. Redfall actually pisses me off even talking about it. But I want my time is valuable, man. Death Stranding I was playing just for for a while. I sat on it. I bought it on PlayStation, and then I wanted to play it. People said it's a delivery sim game, but I think there's a vibe to Death Stranding that's incredible, and I love that game. But I'm not in the habit of playing games if I don't like them. I'm not gonna play Elden Ring and just carry on playing because I think it's I have to prove it to people. Oh, who are the people? Who are these pricks? I've been gaming for time. My fame was I played with the Quake 3 world champion, and he beat me, but it was like 20-11 or something. 20 to him, 11 to me, or something like that. And I was proud. And he said to me, bro, if you played more, you could go pro. And at that point, I said, you know what? I'm okay with this. If I'm shit from here on out, that's fine. That's what. At least I had some modicum of skill at a certain point in my life that could have been considered good. And now I'm getting older, man. Now it's more like enjoying the art form of a game. But I loved FromSoftware games. Your poll.
Hey, real quick, can I address this shit talker in your comment section? This SIRVE guy, just constantly talking shit. Listen,
that's all he does.
Do you think for 2 seconds I hit Gaz up on Twitter in the DMs and said, "Hey, can I be on your podcast, buddy?" Gaz asked me to come here.
What did he say?
Go to my YouTube channel. Am I uploading videos about complaining about video games? Gaz asked me to come. I like Gaz, so I came on the podcast. It's that simple.
Bro, Serve,
dude, motherfuckers are retarded.
Bro, Serve literally is like, he exists to be assist in the comment section. The most opinionated.
Dude, yeah. I don't understand these type of people.
He was doing the same thing last week, or when I was streaming. It was the same shit, and it's coming from such a position of authority. I just want to see what this guy looks like. Bro, who are you? You're some rock star the way you chat, bro. Bro, I don't know. What can I say? What can I say?
No, don't get him out. Don't block him. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna block him. I'm not gonna block him because you said it anyway. Come on, man, let him chat shit. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, well.
So,
go on.
Did you finish what you were saying?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. I forget what you said about the pronouns thing. So I don't think I got a clear cut answer on what your stance was on that. So are you for pronouns or against them?
Bro, I'm against pronouns, man. I think
you're against them, but will you not play a game because of them?
No, I want. My friend is taking this stance, and I feel a little bit guilty by saying not joining him in that stance, because I understand where he's coming from, because I feel like someone has to take a stance, otherwise nothing's going to change. But I won't not play a game as a result of that, depending on the game. I don't feel that strongly, but I will say that as someone who isn't a parent yet, when I have a kid, I really don't want that shit shoved to my kids, man. And that's a big concern of me and a lot of my friends who are parents. And like the stuff that they're being taught in school as a young age, they show me the books, man. I'm like, bro, do I have to send my kid back to Pakistan or Saudi or somewhere where they don't have to get this shit like funneled into their head? But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the pronoun stuff. You're like, but it's just pronouns. And you're like, well, where does it end? Why are you shoving that down? And I feel like it's a dangerous precedent against what my beliefs are. You look, chat, you may find that, by the way, you may find some of my Islamic beliefs like completely reprehensible, and you may not like it. So this is the reality of the world. People have different beliefs. But yeah, I don't like that shit. But it won't stop me from buying a game on it. I'll just roll my eyes on it. But I feel like if it starts to get worse, I'll be maybe adopting a stance on it where I'm thinking it's becoming really bad. Right now, it feels like whatever. I bought Starfield. I would have bought Dragon Age Veilguard. I was thinking, because I haven't played a Dragon Age game before, and I thought everyone was like, "You need to play these games." All right, and then I saw the freaking Fortnite designs and the absolutely atrocious dialogue that I thought was AI switched up by bad actors, because I thought they're just trying to cancel this game. No, it turned out to be the actual game's dialogue.
Yeah, I thought it was fake too.
Yeah.
I thought that's how bad it is.
Exactly.
I said, there's no way it's this bad. Yeah.
It is that bad. It was just what the hell. But that's just one game. But Avowed has that. Even Indiana Jones.
I feel like most people. And that's why I don't cover it or make videos on it. Yeah, it's because I feel like most people don't care. At the end of the day, I think for a lot of people, this is their hobby. This is what they do. And it doesn't matter what they put in the games. They're going to still play them. They're going to still buy them. Yeah. It just doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Well, there's some things I've taken a stance on multiple. I took a stance on Destiny 2 because it didn't have PvP servers. I took a stance on Neil Druckmann. I've got the freaking game. I bought it. And then I realized, I read an article from Vice about the propaganda that he puts in his game. Like, it's basically Israeli propaganda. I'm like, fuck it. Why am I playing this game? I think he's a cunt now.
Israeli propaganda?
Yeah, I'll send you the article. That's basically what it is. The way the narrative has been done. It was written by another Jew, actually, funnily enough. And he was like, hey, look, this is what he's trying to do. And then at the moment... And Neil Druckmann is a staunch Zionist, and the whole thing just reeks of that bullshit propaganda. And I'm like, right, now I know, and I'm not gonna buy it. No one has. I don't expect anyone to share my view, and I might get there with the whole pronouns thing. And I just feel like it's stupid. And now
Broken Games, he's always said that. He's always said like he doesn't agree, but it's not enough to keep him playing the game. He's always said that, and I feel like that's how most gamers are. Like they're like, that's how my boy Chucky is. You know, the big fat guy.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I call him the big fat guy. You know, the big guy. He just like he'll be like, I don't care, but whatever. I'm still gonna play it. Yeah. I think that's where most gamers fall at. You know, they just don't care. And at the same time, when there's a guy that made a video, a bald guy, and he's like raging at the pronouns. To me, I feel like that's too much. That just makes you look retarded. You know what I mean?
It does.
So I think the best way is to just not play the shit. Don't even address it. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Because most gamers just don't give a shit, dude. This is what they do. They're gonna play the game.
I feel like this is why it frustrates me that the biggest voices on this, in the voice of dissension, are your Grums and your Ian Miles, whatever his name is. I'm like, can we get some people? But people won't say it either because they subscribe to the other side of thinking, or they feel like they'll get cancelled. Because a lot of people are not comfortable to say this shit. Bro, trust me, a lot of people will not say the stuff that we're saying, even though they believe it. They don't like it. They have a distaste for it. They wouldn't want their kid to say this. It would be a freaking heart attack if a kid came and said, I want to transition, bro. That would break me into a million pieces. And they would them too, but they wouldn't say it. Not on social media. People are fucking fake. And that's why people will tolerate it. I'm not saying BG. BG is legit straight down the line. He goes, I don't care. I'm going to carry on playing it. And I respect that.
Yeah, I don't think he's one of the ones that lie.
No,
for views or anything like that. He's always been pretty consistent.
BG is all legit. That's what
but a lot of content creators are full of shit, dude. A lot. I think I talked about this on the podcast too, on Blaze's podcast. I talked to a guy in the DMs. Of course, I'm not going to say names. And he made YouTube videos every single day. I don't know what he's up to now. This was a while ago. And I said, dude, how do you make basically the same video every single day? And he said, family's got to eat.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that's it. That's what a lot of them are doing. They're just putting out content. They don't give a F what it is. They just want the ad revenue. They just want the donations, the channel memberships. That's it. That's all it is. And they're going to say whatever they got to say to get the views.
There's so many of those
It's people. A job to them.
It is. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think people need to be mindful of those that have it as a career, because that, I feel like it really does taint or influence your opinion. But look, think about the similarities between us in terms of you don't rely on it. I don't rely on it. I barely upload on it. Broken Games doesn't rely on it. Jack Move doesn't rely on it. Blaze doesn't rely on it. And you are the guys that I would I go out of my way to listen to.
Black Bond, there's another one.
Black Bond, you'll say you're
Yeah, he's always been pretty honest.
Yeah. And that's why I respect the value. There's so much more inherent value because I know for a fact, and they will say whatever. The kind of shit you see here on Weapon Wheel podcast is the kind of shit I want to be able to say, which I do, but I don't have that big a panel. But I love it because that's like the real what people should, ascribe to be. But then I saw some video. I won't mention the name of this guy crying on his podcast about why the Sony's community managers don't reach out to us and get game codes. I'm like, bro, you want to suck, and this guy sucks their dick from the back 24/7, and they still won't jack off in his mouth, and he's crying about it live on air, and I'm like, bro, will you sell out? If you're a sellout like this now, imagine if you did get the code, bro. You'd literally be walking out with a pregnant mouth. That's fucking crazy.
That's what I told Blaze. I said, you ain't sucking them off hard enough. Everybody's getting this free shit. They ain't sending you nothing. And he reps the shit out of Sony.
He does it for free. You
gotta stay down there longer, baby.
He's got that shit running on his back for free, man. Shit, Blaze. Oh, man. Bro. I hope I haven't taken too much of your time. How long has it been? It's been
2 hours.
2 hours. Is that right? Like
2 hours.
This is 2 long hours. I'm sorry.
Old Blaze. I got love for Blaze, but I think he's one of those ones where it's not going to make it. I think they'd have to really be offensive. They'd have to really be blatant for gamers to just be like, you know what, this is too much.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the pronoun type stuff.
Oh yeah.
The quote unquote woke stuff,
Yeah. You think
some things that people consider woke, I don't consider, and things that people don't consider, I consider. So I don't even like the term, honestly. I think it sounds stupid.
I think woke was co-opted as well. It was like a movement of the black movement, and then it just got hijacked by the crazy hair brigade, and it's just like I feel sorry for the black community. Because your shit got hijacked rawly. Now it's just used as a term of derision, which is what Dave Chappelle was talking about as well. It is what it is, man. But it's part of the gaming landscape now. And you know what? Games suck in terms of game design as a result of it. I'm not saying that there are not fun games out there, but there's no strides in that space because everyone's chasing the Fortnites and whatnot. And I'm just like, what is a true? Name me one innovative game coming out that you see.
Innovative? Dude. Listen, the only thing I'm really looking forward to, and I don't even want to say looking forward to because it's nowhere near here, GTA 6.
Yeah.
And I'm still not overly excited about it.
I just feel like that's like the
I
last
have to be in reserve mode.
I
have to be. I can't take any more disappointment.
Bro, it all hangs on GTA. Oh, bro, you just made me realize. Imagine solid rev. If this felt weird saying that way, I don't know why.
It did sound well.
I don't know, just like a teacher saying solid rev. It sounds weird. I don't know why. Rev. Maybe I was like, do I call him Rev all the time? Why does that sound weird? Imagine if GTA 6 turned out to be shit.
I know.
God, I know you. I feel like
I've thought about it. Trust me, I've thought about it.
Oh.
Listen, right now, I just want enhancements from my old games, man. You know what I mean? Why is Arkham Knight still 1080p on next-gen consoles?
1080p?
Why hasn't it been remastered? Scrap whatever you're doing on Suicide Squad and give us a 4K 60 update. What are you doing? Arkham Knight is a masterpiece. Why is Mad Max still 1080p? Give us 4K enhancements. What are we doing? Just Cause 3, give us 4K enhancements. There are so many beloved games that need upgrades. What are we doing?
Bro, the fact that you were just wanting the older games because you've given up hope on the new...
Dude, I've lost hope.
That makes so much sense. Yeah.
Completely.
That's crazy, man. That's why my YouTube channel, like, in
Did
terms
you play,
of...
It just came out. Stalker 2? Dude, the performance is garbage.
Bro, I played that. I had it early.
It's so bad.
I had the access to the review code. Played it early. I was really looking forward to the visuals. Played it. The game looks like ass. It was running like ass. Bugs galore. And the way they showed off the game and how the game looked was so different. So different. So the review embargo comes out.
I don't think it looks bad, but it definitely performs bad. It's so so choppy. Now I've seen some screenshots on Twitter of people with a 4090. It looks freaking insane. But on Series X, it looks okay, but the performance is just so bad.
On the Series X, I found it's so bad. It's not even 60 at all. Like, it's just like, what the hell is...
No, it's got to be 40.
Yeah,
45. It's dropping low.
And when I played it, I embargo comes out. All I tweeted was, "Oh, the embargo's lifted. Yeah, graphics suck. Safe." And then someone goes, "Oh, is this you in 2023?" Where I said, "Damn, Stalker 2 is looking good, bruh."
Oh, they use the "I got you" tweet, huh?
I was like, what do you want me to do?
How do people go back and find this shit?
Bro, I have literally...
Do they seriously go on your page and go way the fuck back?
Bro, they do it. There's about five people watching this right now. They say how much they hate me are literally watching and recording everything. They're probably clips right now.
That's so crazy. I can't stand watching people I don't like. I can't stand it.
It's their life. And the same people who clip me have zero personality, because when they tweet about anything, about other issues like politics stuff, not even one like, or it's one like. But it was my face because you've got, you know, the console war, which I don't mind. They can do what they want, but the sad virgins doing that, they're doing it right now. It's so crazy. I'm like, yeah, Stalker 2 looked amazing in 2023 in this screenshot I've showed you. It looked amazing. Now it looks complete shit. And even then, you're like, "Oh, this you?" I'm like, be grateful. You should be kissing my feet for being honest. And I'm honest, even if an Xbox game sucks ass, I will tell you. But it is what it is. By the way, in the poll that we did, 57% of people actually agree with you. They say reviewers are...
Really? Oh, wow. That's surprising.
Yeah, they say reviewers...
That's very surprising.
That's the first time I've heard of that. And I feel like that's a very poignant thing that you've raised that I never considered before. That FromSoftware's games, or the reviewers who play their games, are... I can absolutely see that being the case. They're so freaking paralyzed in fear of being lambasted for being shit at the game that they have to fall in line and say, yeah, it's a great game. That could easily happen, man. And they may not actually enjoy the game because... And the reason why I agree with you is because of some of these journalists' takes on other games. Where it's like, really? Why do
and
you
most of journalists suck at games anyways.
Yeah, bro. That's
you tell me they're going in and beating FromSoftware games? Give me a break.
Bro, we've seen...
They got someone else to do it, and they're just reviewing based off of their gameplay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just sat and watched your friend beat it. Like, Chuck loves FromSoftware games. I could call Chucky over here and watch him blaze through a FromSoftware game, and then I'll review it based off his gameplay.
Yeah.
You know?
The whole thing is a complete sham, man. This is why reviewers...
Everything. Literally everything.
It's bullshit. The review publications no one really listens to anyway, other than the small corner of the internet that we are there listening to them. But
unless
really,
it's in their favor.
Yeah.
If it's in their favor, then they listen. Yeah, they're real quick to use a Metacritic score if it's in favor of the game they like, but they won't use it if it's against the game they like. You know what I mean? It's all double standards.
It is bollocks.
Just the whole thing.
The whole thing is just a bullshit scam. Now brace yourself for all the clips about how me and you are stuck in the old days and we're so bigoted because we dared share the opinion that we did about...
I don't even feel like we said anything bad. What did we even say? Like, this is me supervised.
Supervised by who?
This is me with like 20 filters on. Are you kidding me?
Really?
I haven't said anything out of line. You don't know what out of line looks like.
Oh, God. Well, I think by association, they might have a bit of a magnifying lens on there, but hey,
dude, if I could get me and my boys in the same room and record it and upload it, dude.
No way.
It'd go viral. I'm just talking a random work conversation. This shit would go viral.
Bro,
and we would be absolutely incinerated. to the shit we're saying. But I feel like that's a lot of people.
That's bro.
A lot of people.
In a party
you put on your
chat.
self-righteous glasses before you go on Twitter and talk about how good you are, so you can get your pat on the back. Off scene, you're a piece of shit, just like everybody else.
Yeah, so true. It's so true, bro. I've been in party chats with Fonz, Cole, loads of others, and the party chats are so fucking good. Like the group chats and the WhatsApp are so good. Like we've had like calls. We're saying all kinds of shit that would get us cancelled from this planet to another universe, and it would be hilarious. I know the people would love that shit. They would love it, but you would get cancelled before you would get any traction.
Right.
That's the reality of it. That's really sad. And that's the world that we live in. We can't really speak.
Your boy said we had a sexist conversation. What did we say that was sexist? Did we say something sexist?
I don't know.
What was sexist? That men are attracted to women? I bet you this guy says he doesn't sexualize women and then goes and beats off the porn every night.
Wait,
is that not hypocrisy at its finest? I'm not going to sexualize women, but you're going to beat off to that little porno session later on in the night, ain't you? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
people are such hypocrites. It's all self-righteousness.
It's bullshit, man.
All of it.
They
just want you. This is how good I am, and it's such bullshit.
Bro,
it's such nonsense.
Like Eastside Vandal's a very, very clear candidate for that, by the way, as well. He's horrendously will pigeonhole you into a category. Because I was like in a show with Fritanga, and he has been on my neck for what Fritanga once jokingly put in his Discord to test out his swearing filter. And he's there 24/7. You've got so many of these self-righteous people in the chat. One guy said to you, Mr. Tolpok says, "Solid Rev, shut the fuck up. You are clearly a beta soy drinker. You admit you and your friends are all whipped by the women." What does that mean? Who said that?
Who said that?
Where did you get that from? Is that...
He said I'm whipped? Maybe they think I'm projecting. I've had people tell me that in the past. They think because I'm actually one of those guys, I'm trying to show that I'm not one of those guys. And there are people like that.
There are people
if they think that, that's fine. I can't... I'm not going to try to convince them otherwise.
Yeah, but people... Look, this goes to show how bad people's freaking radar is. Like, people can't even detect sincerity. You can tell. I can tell. Most people have a working brain that haven't had some kind of childhood trauma. I have a decent litmus test that they employ. It's very abundantly clear. Solid Rev. Like, you are who you are. That you don't put on airs. That you're not some beta male guy trying to be the opposite of what you're saying you are. That's obvious. Because I've been on shows with you, and you've been... Not that I needed to be, but you've been very forthright. Last show I was on, basically why you were terrible, like in all of this, like you know, you're a Christian, but you feel like the guilt, which is actually, in my opinion, makes you a good Christian. Just being able to recognize your faults. That's the whole point behind this whole shit, man. Because this is why I wanted to talk to you when you were on Blazer's panel, but there's quite a lot of people there, where you were kind of bludgeoning yourself over the guilt of, you're a womanizer, you're this and that, you're not faithful, all of that. But someone who says that is the person I want to be around, because that's who we are. That's what men are. That's by design. And you're being honest.
Yeah, I'll never claim. I'll never make the claim that I'm a good man. I'll definitely never. I'll never say that. I think that all we can do is try to be good men, but at the end of the day, we're gonna fail, man. We live in the flesh. It's impossible not to fail. Exactly. Well, not impossible, but it's pretty gosh damn hard.
It is near impossible. The whole reason of mercy and the concept of mercy is divinely bestowed upon us for the very reason. It's because of the nature of our design. So the fact that you just have to admit it, and you admit it, is a breath of fresh air, is a crazy indictment into the state of the world. That alone is refreshing. Just the mere observation and acceptance and recognition of the nature of you. Which is why when you were on Blazer Show, I'm like, you know what? the fact that you can say that and that's such a rare thing for me to hear, despite the fact that it being true about every single guy I know, is crazy. And that was a bit of a deep thing that left a mark on me. And this is why I care. I
like that. You know, there's a line in a show that I absolutely adore. True Detective season 1.
Yeah.
Hands down the best
I need to watch
television I've ever seen. It's 8 episodes. It concludes. It's got a conclusion. Doesn't leave you hanging.
Okay.
Season 2 is a different set of detectives. Have you ever seen it?
No, I'm glad that you say it doesn't carry on.
It is the most compelling, captivating, thought-provoking. Oh, good.
Season 1.
Dude, it makes you question stuff. When that season ends, you're just sitting back and you're thinking about it, and it's like, I gotta watch it again.
Damn.
Anyways, there's a
Really?
line in it. They're 2 detectives,
Yeah.
and the one detective says to the other, "Do you ever think that you're a bad man?" And the guy driving says, "No. The world needs bad men, Marty. We keep the other bad men from the door."
Oh, shit.
I love that line.
Shit.
He's admitting that he's bad, but he's not as bad as some other people. The people that he's trying to stop. You know what I mean?
That's sick.
In a way, you got to be bad to be in that world, to cleanse the world of those types of people. You know, it takes a monster to kill a monster.
Yeah.
Type deal. Yeah.
That's wicked.
True Detective season 1, dude, you've got to watch it. It is a crime to have not watched that show.
That's crazy. I thought I just chalked it up as one of those little detective shows like CSI or something.
No. Oh my goodness, no.
No? Oh, really?
No. Forget Breaking Bad. Forget it all. True Detective.
What?
Breaking Bad was good.
Okay.
It's not True Detective good.
Right. That's tall claim now. I'm gonna start watching it today. And if it's shit,
I'm telling you, man, it raises questions. It raises a lot of questions, especially if you're a religious guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I'm not seeing at the end of that
it's a
season,
very brave show too.
Really?
Yes. We're not talking. Season 2 was okay. Season 3 was and season 4 I didn't even bother watching it. But season 1, my goodness, where are we at in the chat? Are people?
Indo
people
says.
seen it?
Indo says, "Damn, I need to see this." Season 1. Eastside Vandal says season 1 is actually phenomenal. True Detective is phenomenal, but only the first season. BB
First
is amazing.
season. First season. That's all you need to watch. Second season, I feel was okay. I don't think it deserves the hate it's getting. It was no season 1, but what is?
Okay. Or season.
Dude, I've watched season 1 probably 6 times. I'm not even kidding.
What?
Yes, 8 episodes. I showed my son True Detective season 1. Oh yeah.
What did he think of it?
Hey, buddy. Are you here? I think he's got his head. He loved it.
Oh shit.
He loved it. Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out. It better be good because that's high praise. You compare it to Breaking Bad, and you're telling me I'm gonna be sitting after watching
better
this?
than Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was good, but it was so aggravating most of the time.
Oh, because of the wine?
Like I hated Walt most of the time. I fucking hate Skylar.
Skylar, I hated.
Oh, yes.
God.
That woman was giving me a heart attack. But that's how you know that they're awesome actors and actresses. You know what I mean? That's how you know they're doing their job right. Everybody in that show irritated the F out of me. Honestly, I think Hank was the best character. Now, I feel like
I was about to say that.
I feel like the way Hank reacted to Walt was a little self-righteous. Like, dude, is it that serious? You know what I mean? Like, you act like this guy's the devil himself, and I just...
No, but at the same
all in
time,
all, I feel Hank
had lost partners because of the whole Walter White thing. His partner's head's on a freaking turtle and all of that shit. And I could see him legitimately just feeling that way if he was a real.
Yeah, I get it, and that's why I don't have any hate for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hank I think was my favorite, and he was hilarious.
He was hilarious as well. Yeah. Other characters in that. Did you watch Better Call Saul?
No.
Because I'm telling you, you might not like it the first
I've heard
season,
it's good. I think I watched one episode and I was like, that's enough.
but there's a payoff where it literally rivals Breaking Bad, and in many ways,
I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a shot.
it's very deep at the end, and it's like that more than Breaking Bad made me sit down and think like what you said about True Detective season 1. Just sat there, yeah, and I was like, yo, it's like make you think like, yo, particularly because I'm a lawyer as well, so I'm just thinking, oh, it's deep. It was deep.
What do you mean you're a lawyer as well?
That's my job. So I felt
You're a lawyer?
Yeah, that's my main job.
What? Stop lying. Are you really?
Yeah, I've been doing it for 10
You don't seem
years.
intelligent enough to be a lawyer.
Hey man, I managed to scam it. No, I'm not like
Fake it till you make it, right? Yeah.
No, come on, man. I'm pretty good. Saul Goodman. I'm not Saul Goodman good because he is incredible. And he's a criminal lawyer. I'm just a boring property lawyer, commercial property lawyer. I just look at leases and contracts and hotels.
Oh, okay. All right. So if I ever have questions about like houses and stuff like that, you're the guy to hit up?
Well, the UK regime is slightly different. We've got, but yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because the UK regime, everything's like registered land. You've got leases which are drafted in a weird way. But if you have the same point, just fire it my way. I'm more than happy to help. A lot of it, there are some
I
legal...
take it you don't talk about your little side hobby with your clients, right?
I do. They do.
Do you?
Yeah,
You show them your YouTube content?
Bro, they've seen it. Some of them are watch and subscribe.
What?
Yeah. Because, bro, lawyers are the most driest people in the world, man. And I show some of my biggest clients actually watch my stuff. Like the biggest stuff, I will show them. Because sometimes like I'll be like, they're like, Gaz, are you working on a video or are you working on my file? I'm like, let me get this video out. Then I'll work on your matter. But they do. A lot of people would be embarrassed to do it.
So you tell people about your YouTube?
Yeah, I do. It's not a problem at all.
You're not shy about that at all?
I don't care.
I keep that shit a secret, dude.
I see my older stuff and I'm like, oh god, this is terrible. But
well, it's okay. It's not a secret, but I try not to discuss it.
My clients know.
Dude, people at work, oh, dude, I saw your YouTube. I'm like, don't, please, just don't. I don't even want to hear about it. What are we talking about? That's awesome, but come on.
It's sometimes weird where the client will send me a screenshot of a picture of my face. It's the dumb thumbnails I used to do. And they're like,
yeah.
They're just laughing at me. I'm like, this guy's not going to take me seriously. But then when it comes to dealing with their matters, I'm a Rottweiler when it comes to their cases. So they're like, all right, gonna go try to find someone better. Dr. Scott, he goes, property lawyer is about as close to being a crook as you can legally get. It's not that bad. We're not criminals, man.
Lawyers are bad in general. Dishonest people. But you could be the exception.
No, I think that's this whole stigma of lawyers. In property law, it's not contentious. Both you and the other side are trying to reach the same end goal, unless it's litigation. I do litigation, and then it gets really messy. Then the clause come out. But on a property transaction, the buyer's solicitors, if I'm acting for a seller, they're trying to sell, the buyer's trying to buy, you're trying to work towards the same end goal. Then it's just trying to safeguard your client's interest, and then it just boils down to the details. But on litigation cases, then lawyers can be very dishonest, in my opinion, in reframing the truth in the confines of the legal system, or some outside. Right. Blazed with a 5. Miyazaki walks around with a rubber band around his balls. What? Rev. What?
Oh? I feel like he stole that from me. Who said that?
Blaze said that.
Where are you seeing these comments?
It's in the super chat. He said Miyazaki walks around with a rubber band around his balls. In brackets, he said Rev. So I feel like he's quoting you.
No, I said that's what the FromSoftware developers do. These are masochists.
They are. Oh shit. Okay. 1 second. My battery's dead. We're gonna end, bro. I don't want to end it, but I'm really conscious of the time as well.
Yeah, no, it's good. I got to get dinner for these little ones.
All right, no worries, man.
Little ones for these grown-ups. Good grief.
You won't understand this because whatever, it'll wash it off your back, like we said. Good comments, but it's probably one of my best shows in a very, very long time. And I always looked up to you, man, and it's just so much synergy. I'm so grateful that I can have you on here, man. For me, it's like, it's one of those, after the show ends, I'm like, God, such a good show. Just the fact that I got to chat to you, man. I wish we lived closer, man. I think we'd have a good time. I know you said you're not into big public spaces, but me, you, and Blaze.
Trust me, I'm no good in public space. When there's a lot of people, no, I'm very, very bad. Like Blackbone keeps coming down. He wants me to go to the club with him. It's like, dude, are you insane? I'm 44. No, I'm not going to a club.
No, but strip club, that's fun, different.
I don't want to go to a strip club either.
Maybe.
No, I'm good.
But honestly, man, thank you so much. Honestly, it means a lot to me. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, it was fun. I like you guys. And you know what? You got points. You got points for that message you left me. That DM on Twitter during the hurricane. that seemed genuine.
It was
and
genuine.
You said some funny stuff in there. I said, you know what? Damn. That was actually really cool of guys to do. So you went up.
I 100% meant everything I said, and I was trying to.
I believe you. I believe you.
And I tried not to sound gay when I was sending that. But
you were even talking shit to me. No, it was a solid message.
Yeah. That means a lot, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man.
No, I appreciated it. Yeah. No, this was fun.
Thank you so much. No, it was more fun for me. I hope it was for you, chat. Of course it was. Just no fucking... This is the kind of conversation you should be looking to get, in my opinion. But thank you so much, Rev, man. Take care of the fam. It's been a great show, man. Take it about... Smash the like button and we'll see you next week. Peace! And we're done.